inside and outside, the Baltimore Ravens defense can get to you. I don't think it makes any difference where you try. Somebody's going to be there.
For the Ravens on offense, they have to be able to throw the ball effectively. That won't be easy today.
Yeah, I agree with you because the Miami Dolphins defense is the #1 ranked defense in the league. And with Baltimore's inability to run the ball consistently, even though they got 1,500 yards and 8 touchdowns out of the running back position, they do need to run some just to kind of move the defensive backs around so that Gerback has got a little room to throw.
Kickoff is just moments away here at Pro Player Stadium as the Dolphins and the Ravens get ready to get it on. Let's send it back now to Tommy Tighe in our Westwood One studios.
Thanks, Mark. Go to CBS Sports Line for the most in-depth sports coverage anywhere. Exclusive columns, hot rumors, team reports. They've got it all. Log on to cbs.sportsline.com today, the home of NFL.com. The opening kickoff is coming up off Dan Marino Way. You're listening to exclusive coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Here's a true story from Kaz Janesco of Lansing, Illinois, whose pain was helped by using joint-ritis arthritis pain relief ointment.
My wife heard it on the radio, and she told me about it for my back. Joint-ritis is really helping me. If it didn't help me, I wouldn't be talking about it. And I've been using it twice a day. I put it on in the morning, and then I put it on in the evening. Joint-ritis does help me in my sleep. When I turn, I don't wake up with the pain. In the last 5-6 years that I had this problem, I spent over $1,000 for vitamins and stuff, and my wife used to go nuts. You're buying all these pills. Joint-ritis is what really helped me. Joint-ritis relieved me. It's really done the job.
Joint-ritis all-natural pain relief ointment with maximum strength menthol for pain relief and triple skin conditioners, lanolin, glucosamine, and chondroitin. Use as directed when your minor arthritis pain flares up. Your results may vary. Available at Walgreens, CVS, and Osco Savon. Log on to SuperBowl.com for complete Super Bowl coverage. Everything you want to know about the players, teams, and Super Bowl weekend are on SuperBowl.com, the place for NFL fans online. Now back to Westwood One's exclusive coverage of the NFL playoffs.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Tommy Tighe. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is CBS Radio Sports and Westwood One, your home for the NFL playoffs.
1410 WING AM, Dayton.
A Radio 1 broadcasting station.
Your exclusive home for Super Bowl 36. This is ESPN
Coming up
Radio.
at halftime, I'll recap game number 1 this afternoon. Green Bay knocking off San Francisco 25-15, and I'll be chatting with Pittsburgh Steelers running back Jerome Bettis. But right now it's time for Wildcard game number 2. The Baltimore Ravens at the Miami Dolphins. So let's return to Pro Player Stadium and rejoin Mark Vandermeer and Bob Trumpy. Gentlemen.
Thanks, Tommy. Baltimore and Miami ready to kick it off here at Pro Player Stadium. The Ravens will receive the opening kickoff of this playoff game. Time once again to join Rick Walker downstairs on the wireless, brought to you by the wireless telephone industry, who reminds you to use your wireless phone safely when driving. Rick?
Well, gentlemen, the intensity here clearly has increased twofold. And the Ravens have to come out and play mistake-free football. I agree wholeheartedly with Trumpy in his analysis. But the thing that's going to happen is who turns the ball over, who throws the ball away, and who lacks the nastiness that it takes to advance in here. So the first 8 minutes of this ball game, I expect to see helmets going all over the field.
Yeah, Rick, I agree with you. I think Baltimore has a slight advantage with Jermaine Lewis returning punts and kickoffs. A very exciting player. He is yet to return one this particular season, and he could be the wild card for this Baltimore football team.
Averaging close to 25 yards per return, Lewis back deep with Corey Harris. Alinda Mari, the talented kicker for the Miami Dolphins, tees the ball up at the 30-yard line. Baltimore in the purple shirts, white pants, dark helmets. The Dolphins in their home white uniforms. Pro Player Stadium ready to rock. Here comes Mari with the kickoff, high end over end. And Lewis comes up for it at the 10. Left side, brings it over to 15 toward the sideline, tries to cut it back now, brings it back to the left at the 24. Fumble on the field, and the Dolphins say they have it, they do. Fumble on the opening kickoff, and the Dolphins recover. So right away, we talked about the turnovers. Here's a big one. Tommy Hendricks recovers the fumble for Miami.
Jermaine Lewis trying to make a few extra yards. There are plenty of people around there. The ball is definitely loose, jarred loose by someone else. Hendricks with the recovery. So this is a perfect scenario for the Miami Dolphins. Great field position. They got to think touchdown, not field goal here, Mark, to start the game.
They have the ball at the Ravens' 24-yard line. Oronde Gadsden is in the game. Lines up right. I formation for the Miami Dolphins. James McKnight wide left. First and 10 Dolphins at the Baltimore 24-yard line. Weaver in motion toward the left. Here's Jay Fiedler. Fakes the handoff. Rolls right. Has plenty of time. Pumps. Now takes it himself. And he gets wrestled out of bounds just across the line of scrimmage. Jamie Sharper with the stop for Baltimore. Well, it's Gadsden starting at one wideout spot for the Dolphins. James McKnight at the other. Fiedler the quarterback. Lamar Smith and Dion Dyer are the running backs. Dyer the fullback. On the offensive line, the left tackle, Spencer Falau. The left guard, Heath Irwin. The center is Tim Ruddy. The right guard, Todd Perry. The right tackle, Todd Wade. Dolphins break the huddle. No gain on that play. Second and 10 at the Ravens' 24-yard line. Two wideouts left, one to the short side right. That's Gadsden. Fiedler under center. He gives Lamar Smith. Bounces off the line of scrimmage, running left. And he takes it close to the 22-yard line before he's brought down by Ray Lewis. Ravens defensively. Rob Burnett getting the start today at one defensive end spot on the left side. Adelius Thomas is the other defensive end. The tackles, great ones. Sam Adams and Tony Siragusa, who might be playing his last game if the Ravens lose today. Peter Boulware, one outside linebacker. Jamie Sharper, the other. Ray Lewis in the middle. Dwayne Starks and Chris McAllister are the corners. Corey Harris and Rod Woodson the safeties. Here's Travis Minor in the game for Miami. Split backs. Third down and 8 for Fiedler and the Dolphins. Fiedler in the shotgun. Minor empties out of the backfield right side. Fiedler takes the snap. Quarterback draws straight ahead. He has the 20. He takes it close to the 15-yard line before he's piled on. He is short of a first down.
Now, that may be the only way that Miami's going to run the ball. The quarterback draw, and look here. Instantly, Dave Wannstedt sends out his kicking team. It appears he's going to go for the field goal again. Take no chances. It is a missed opportunity for Miami that they got to settle for the field goal, but I mean, you can't mess around with Baltimore's defense.
Here's a 33-yard attempt from the left hash mark for Alindo Mare, who is 19 of 21 on the season. Turk, the punter, is the holder. Dolphins come up short. And here's Mare with his field goal attempt. It's up and through. So the drive stalls after they get the turnover on the opening kickoff, but Mare scores, and the Dolphins lead Baltimore 3-0 here at Pro Player Stadium. 12:46 to play in the first quarter. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Hi, I'm a Bryant Plus 90i gas furnace that does whatever it takes. When Old Man Winter comes knocking on your door, you need a furnace you can count on. Airtron, an Encompass company in business for 50 years, is the largest residential heating and air conditioning contractor in Dayton. With the winter weather setting in, you and your heating system are going to be best friends until you get your bill. My furnaces are unmatched for quality, comfort, heat, and operating economy. So whether replacing your present system or building a brand new home, you want the best quality. And quality is Airtron. I've been through rigorous training in order to keep you and your family warm and comfortable throughout the winter season. Airtron will help you get the most for your investment and will provide quiet, soothing comfort. As a committed member of the Bryant team, me, the Bryant Plus 90i, and Airtron Heating and Air will help you enjoy worry-free comfort season after season.
For a limited time only, Airtron will provide a free 5-year warranty on parts and labor with any purchase on Bryant equipment. So don't get left out in the cold. Call Airtron at 258-2171, 258-2171.
Visit us at booth 144 at the Miami Valley Home Improvement Show at Hara Arena, January 9th through the 13th.
We'd like to thank you for joining us on today's broadcast of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One. I'm Mark Vandermeer with Bob Trumpy and our sideline reporter, Rick Doc Walker. And we want to give an extra special welcome to the nearly 1 million men and women in uniform stationed around the world defending our nation. They're listening to us in over 170 countries and ships at sea via the American Forces Radio Network. Welcome to the playoffs.
They had a bunch of them on the field. We had Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, wax, waves. We had fireworks. We had everything but bunkers and Humvees out there on the field.
Wonderful patriotic celebration before this game. Dolphins lead it 3-0, 12:46 to play in the first quarter. A 4-play, 9-yard drive. The Dolphins got the turnover. They did not get the touchdown. They did get the field goal, a 33-yarder by Mare. Here's the kickoff. Following Mare's field goal. Boots it, taken by Lewis. 6-yard line, brings it right over the 10-yard line. Trying to find the wedge, and he's smothered at the 13-yard line. Tremendous special teams hit. David Bowens for the Miami Dolphins gets it done, and the Ravens are pinned back deep. For the Ravens, offensively, the quarterback Elvis Gerbach. Terry Allen and Sam Gash are the running backs. Shannon Sharp, the tight end. Travis Taylor and Kadre Ismail, the wide receivers. The offensive line, left to right, Jonathan Ogden, Edwin Mulitalo, Mike Flynn is the center, Benny Anderson and Kip Vickers round out the O-line for Baltimore. Ravens have it, first down at their 14-yard line. One back, that's Allen. Tries to take it left side, and he plows across the 15-yard line close to the 16. For the Dolphins defensively, the ends are Jason Taylor and Kenny Mixon. At the tackle spots, Tim Bowens, who's playing very well this year. Jermaine Haley is the right tackle. The linebackers outside, Scott Gallion and Moreland Greenwood. Zach Thomas is the middle linebacker. At the cornerback spots, Patrick Surtain and Sam Madison. Brian Walker, the strong safety. Brock Marion, the free safety. Second down and 6, Ravens. Here's the give. Ayan Badejo, he takes it left side, close to the 23-yard line. Just short of a first down.
I do think one of the secrets that Baltimore has to have command of today is they can't be facing second and third and long. Third and short, I think they can handle, but third and long, that just plays to the strength of this Miami defense, which is the back 7 players, the linebackers and the defensive back.
Terry Allen in the backfield. Offset I formation, third down and 1 Ravens at their 24, and Allen gets the call. He's stuck to the backfield. Nowhere to go. Fourth down for the Ravens. Moreland Greenwood with the stop for Miami. Baltimore will punt.
Excellent job by the defensive tackles of the Miami Dolphins. The guard and center could not move the defensive tackles, and Allen had no place to go. The lead blocker is really the guy, that's Sam Gash, the guy who makes the most contact to get him on the ground. So Baltimore had 3 downs and out.
Jeff Ogden back deep for the Dolphins. Kyle Richardson in to punt it away for Baltimore, averaging close to 39 yards per punt. Standing back inside his 10-yard line. Awaits the snap, gets it, and boots it. Ogden backtracking. Makes the catch at the 26-yard line. Starts left across the 30 and pokes his nose over the 35-yard line. So the Dolphins have the football with decent field position. 10:27 to play in the first quarter. 3-0 Miami leading Baltimore. 50-yard punt for Richardson. A 10-yard return for Jeff Ogden. Dolphins up 3-0 in this wild card playoff game from Pro Player Stadium. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Cold beer, and cheeseburgers. Our name says it all. Cold beer, and cheeseburgers. Our name says it all. Good food, good friends. We're gonna have a ball. Cold beer, and cheeseburgers. Our name says it all. Cold beer, and cheeseburgers. Our name says it all.
Now open in Troy. He's the author of the hilarious best-selling novels, Sick Puppy and Striptease. Now, Carl Hiaasen gives us his wildest tale yet, Basket Case. A rock star's mysterious death, a pop diva's money-hungry power play, and a disgraced reporter trying to inject some life into his obituary beat. Together they make for one drop-dead funny Basket Case. Basket Case by Carl Hiaasen. Music, money, murder, mayhem. Hiaasen's never been better. Wherever books are sold. From Knopf, also on audio.
Cold beer, and cheeseburgers. Our name says it all. Cold beer, and cheeseburgers. Our name says it all. Good food, good friends. We're gonna have a ball. Cold beer, and cheeseburgers. Our name says it all. Cold beer, and cheeseburgers. Our name says it all.
Open in Brighton Strader Square.
Full coverage, including everything you want to know, both past and present. Log on to superbowl.com, presented by Miller Lite. 3-0, the Miami Dolphins over Baltimore here at Pro Player Stadium. 10:27 to go in the first quarter.
Mark, that's a big number. 3 points for the Miami Dolphins in the first quarter. That's a big number. Matter of fact, in the last 7 games, all of the Ravens' first quarter scores have been 3-0, either for them or against them.
First down, Dolphins at their 35-yard line. Fiedler in the shotgun with 4 wide receivers, no backs. Throws it out short right, and it's caught and taken out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Lamar Smith picks up about 5 on the pass play.
He's darn lucky. That ball was almost intercepted. But you can see that Miami's choice here is to take Lamar Smith, probably their best running back, use him as a wide receiver, try to get him out there on a defensive back, see if he can break a tackle and get down the field.
Picked up 6. His 31st catch this season, 4th on the team in receptions. I formation, Smith and Dyer, wideouts each way. 2nd and 4, Miami from the Dolphins' 41-yard line. Fiedler takes the snap. Here's Smith over left guard, spinning his way close to the 45-yard line. He's just short of a first down. Once again, let's go downstairs to Rick Walker on the sidelines. Rick.
Mark and Bob, there was a lot of question prior to the ball game about Chan Gailey, who is the Dolphins offensive coordinator. Well, he's going to be Georgia Tech's head football man next season. And so I said, hey, Coach, how were you able to keep focus? He says, look, Doc, these guys are the number 2 defense in football. I had nightmares preparing for these guys. Look for some misdirections. He says, my wife, Lori, is the only one that really had to sacrifice because I have no free time for her.
Ray Lucas in the game at quarterback. 3rd and short, Dolphins just shy of the 45. Lucas fakes the give, bootleg right. Hans cuts it back across the 45, has the first down and more, spinning his way across the 50, and he's tackled at the 47-yard line of Baltimore. A stop for the Ravens by Corey Harris, but Lucas picks up an exciting 9 yards and a fresh 4 for Miami.
And that's one of the things that Chan Gailey has done for this offense. Lucas, very athletic. They put him in there in short yardage and in goal line situations. He breaks back inside once he gets out on the corner, does pick up the first down. Continuing the thought, Doc Walker on Chan Gailey, Wayne Huizenga, the owner of the Miami Dolphins, has allowed Gailey to use his own plane to do anything involved with the Georgia Tech football program so that he can focus with the Dolphins.
First down carry by Lamar Smith, tries to take it right, nowhere to go. Tony Siragusa makes the stop for the Baltimore Ravens, and he's going to call it quits after this playoff run by Baltimore.
That's a bad idea for Goose.
You think he should stay around, huh?
In a year and a half, he might be the size of a small state. Football is the only thing I think that keeps that kid alive. He can eat all the pasta that you can put in front of one person. I mean, I don't care how much you make, he will clean the plate. I worry about Goose. He's going to be geese in a minute.
2nd down and a long 10 for the Dolphins from the Ravens' 46-yard line. Fiedler under center. Drops back in the pocket, has time, throws over the middle, incomplete. Lamar Smith, the intended receiver, fell down in the pattern. Ray Lewis had a chance at a pick, but it was a bit low for him.
So far, the Dolphins are not trying to get it to the outside receivers. They're trying to get it to Lamar Smith in the middle, out in the flat. Hopefully he can break a tackle and get up the field. And you're really toying with danger when you throw the ball in the area of Ray Lewis. As for a linebacker, he has wonderful, wonderful hands.
3rd down and a long 10 for the Miami Dolphins at the Baltimore 46-yard line. Travis Minor in the game along with Lamar Smith. Flip backs here. Jay Fiedler in the shotgun. 3rd down and 10. Fiedler gets the snap, airs it out left side, and it's incomplete. Fiedler wanted Dedrick Ward, could not find him. It's 4th down.
Carnell Lake on the coverage, the veteran. Actually, that's a plus drive for the Miami Dolphins, though. They've already gotten 3 points, and they got a first down on that drive, and they gain the field position again, Mark. That's very important in this game.
You talked about that from the get-go, Bob, how important it was for the Dolphins to win the battle of field position, and certainly up 3-0 here. They're doing it so far. Turk punts it away. High spiral. Jermaine Lewis ready for the return, but he lets this one bounce at the 10, and the Dolphins keep it alive. Now a flag goes down. Cousin tried to save it from going into the end zone. Could not get it done.
I think his foot hit the goal line.
Tried to walk the tightrope.
No, it didn't hit the foot. It didn't hit the goal line. It should be at about the 6-inch line, but there is a flag.
It's a flag against the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, delay of game against Miami.
Ooh.
What is this? I don't get this.
Illegal touching by the kicking team, number 21, went out of bounds, was the first to touch the ball. The 5-yard penalty, re-kick, 4th down.
We didn't see that way up the field. Cousin was completely off the field, came back in. He was the first one to touch it, and therefore the penalty. He did not establish himself back in the field of play. That's a good call. That's a very good call, but it's a key call. He does keep his feet in the field of play. He does throw it back, but it goes for naught. It's a 5-yard penalty, and they must kick again.
McAllister jammed him into the boundary. 7 minutes, 35 seconds to go, first quarter, 3-0. Miami leading Baltimore.
And Mark, punters for both of these teams have done their jobs throughout the season. Really, Matt Turk has done an excellent job of keeping the opponent backed up, so the Miami defense has a long field to defend.
Jermaine Lewis standing back at the Baltimore 10, ready for the return. We're going to do this one again. Turk at the Dolphins 34. Dolphins in white, Ravens in dark uniforms, white pants. Turk gets the snap. High, beautiful spiral. Lewis will watch this one, and it bounces into the end zone. Hustling back. The Dolphins could not get there in time, and a flag goes down near the line of scrimmage. 51-yard punt for Turk. We'll see what the markers are about. The officials confirm. It was 4th and 15. 7:25 to go in the first quarter, 3-0 Miami, and we're still having a conversation here with the men in the stripes.
And Mike Carey's the referee holding against the receiving team. Personal foul against Baltimore. So it'll be half the distance from the 20-yard line if it happened after the ball left his foot.
Well, they're still discussing the situation. Lindamar with a 33-yard field goal for the only points of the game so far.
The penalty is going to be on number 56, Edgerton Hartwell. Here's the call by Mike Carey.
There are 2 fouls, both on the receiving team. Holding number 56 is declined. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, a blow to the head with the forearm on number 56. That's half the distance to the goal from the 20. Number 56 is ejected.
Edgerton Hartwell, he was busy on that play, Bob.
Yeah, 2 penalties, and you're out of here. That's about all you can do on one play.
He can head to South Beach now. 3-0. Dolphins leading the Ravens at Pro Player Stadium. 7:25 to play in the first quarter. You're listening to exclusive coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Supermodels are vulnerable. Often they can be enticed with tasty yellow snack cakes that involve cream filling. Now, here's some advice from Dodge. Grab life by the horns. You can approach a supermodel with confidence. Just tell her you're in a rock band. See, life's all about opportunity. Take Dodge Ram Quad Cab. It's the mayor of Truckville. Big rig design that includes a Magnum V8 engine plus 4 full-size doors. Dodge Ram Quad Cab is a supermodel you can actually have a shot at.
Grab life by the horns. Dodge. Mark Vandermeer and Bob Trumpy with you at Pro Player Stadium. The Dolphins leading Baltimore 3-0. 7:25 to go in the first. Quickly, let's go downstairs to Rick Walker on the sideline.
Hey, guys, Edgerton Hartwell was actually knocked off that pile by Matt Turk. And a linebacker can't let a punter knock him off. And he retaliated. Come on, Trump. You know the rules for machoism.
Yeah, he's ejected and fined.
First down, Ravens. Busted play as Gerback takes the snap, and he's brought down to the backfield by Jason Taylor. Went to hand it off to Terry Allen, but he wasn't there.
So far, the Ravens haven't shown up. They came down here on Friday, and Brian Billick said, look, I know we got a lot of players from this area. Friday's your day. And then we start to focus on this game. Well, at this point, Baltimore's done very little focusing on offense.
They lost a yard on the play. Second down and 11 for the Ravens from their 9-yard line. Gerback under center. Drops back. Fires it right side. Caught along the sideline and wrestled out of bounds. Shannon Sharp with the reception. Picks up 6 yards on the pass play.
And the Dolphins linebacker, Yayun, was right out there to make the tackle. An excellent job. But again, Mark, if we keep track all day long of these second and third and long situations for Baltimore, that's where they are the most vulnerable. That's where Miami is best.
Third down and 4. Baltimore from its 16-yard line. Allen, the lone back. Gerback under center. Drops back in the pocket. Fires over the middle. Caught by Heath. Takes it 25-yard line. Brought down at the 26. Moreland Greenwood with the stop for Miami. 10 yards and a Baltimore first down. Later in the game, we'll tell you about today's Rolaids moment, brought to you by Extra Strength Rolaids Antacids. with even more acid neutralizing power to wipe out heartburn fast.
You just mentioned the receiver Heap, the tight end. He's on the other side with Shannon Sharp, a young man who they have great faith in, think he's going to be a great player, but he missed 5 weeks with an ankle sprain, and in this playoff game, they need him to come up big.
The Ravens with a 1st and 10 at their 27. Gerback to pass. Has plenty of time. Throws right side, incomplete. The intended receiver was Todd Heap. And again, Moreland Greenwood with the coverage for Miami.
What they're doing is they're putting Shannon Sharp and Todd Heap right next to each other. And then they're running double patterns right in the middle of the zone that Miami runs almost every snap. The defensive coordinator of the Miami Dolphins has done a great job. Jim Bates, in his 2nd year as a defensive coordinator, they want to make sure that there is a zone somewhere in Miami's defense.
Mo Williams, the lone back, 2nd and 10, Baltimore from the Ravens 27. Gerback back to pass, throws short left, caught. Stokely breaks the tackle, brings it across the 35 to the 38-yard line. An 11-yard gain. He has enough for a 1st down for the Ravens.
You mentioned that Stokely broke a tackle. He broke the tackle of Zach Thomas. That's no easy feat. Just finding a little gap in the defense, hangs onto the ball, spins, nice 1st down pickup, good accurate throw. Baltimore taking no chance with anything down the field.
1st down Ravens at their 38-yard line. Gerback directing traffic. Mo Williams, the lone back, in motion toward left comes Taylor. Gerback gives it to Williams. Cracks through a hole on the right side across the 40 to the 44-yard line. Picks up 6. With the stop for Miami, the middle linebacker that Bob was just talking about, Zach Thomas, leading tackler on the team, sensational defensive player.
Yeah, sat out last week. He's got a tear in his shoulder muscle. Hates to be on the sideline. Once again, Zach Thomas goes to the Pro Bowl. The leading tackler, 5 of the 6 years he's been in the league for the Miami Dolphins.
2nd down and 3 for the Ravens from their 45-yard line. Allen and Gash offset eye. Gerback barks it out, gives it to Allen, over left guard, and he plows close to the 48-yard line, close to a 1st down. We'll see. Tim Bowens with the stop for the Dolphins. Dolphins up 3-0 with 4:15 to play in the 1st quarter here at Pro Player Stadium.
But finally, some sort of sustained drive here for the Baltimore Ravens. They're going to measure to see if, in fact, Allen did pick up the 1st down. Zach Thomas comes to the sideline, gets a towel. He's bleeding, so now Zach Thomas is ready to play for the rest of the day.
Got to get that 1st gash in there.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the more blood, the better. Get it to stop, put me back in there, play Rocky with him. And did he make it? Just short. Just short.
You need a slide ruler to measure that. Inches away from a 1st down.
Terry Allen's an interesting story. He has had both ACLs, that's anterior cruciate ligament, reconstructed in his knee. He is the 4th running back to start for the Baltimore Ravens this season with the injury to Jamal Lewis in training camp. He's done a pretty good job.
3rd down and inches for the Ravens from their 48-yard line. Gash and Brookins in the eye. Here's Brookins, right side, takes it across the 50, still fighting his way down to the 46-yard line of Miami. Brian Walker with the stop for the Dolphins, an 8-yard gain for Brookins, who's very effective in the backfield for Baltimore, and they have the ball in Dolphins territory.
Yeah, Brookins is another one of those running backs that just kept getting hurt. He had a broken foot. He was out for 4 weeks, but it's never good when your safety 45 Walker is making the tackle on a short yardage play. Generally, the other team has picked up the 1st down, and Baltimore did.
Heap goes in motion, lines up as a fullback on 1st half of the 45. They give to Terry Allen, takes it right side across the 40, 35, and he's tackled near the 32-yard line. Picks up 13 yards. Greenwood again having a whale of a game so far for Miami. Getting plenty of tackle opportunities on this drive, which is 10 plays old now, Bob.
One of the things that teams try to do against the Miami defense is always cut back. Zach Thomas is so quick to pursue. It looked like the play was coming near side. Terry Allen was very patient. Good lead block by the fullback, Ian Badejo. He cuts back for 13 yards and a 1st down.
1st down Ravens at the Dolphins 32. Brookins straight ahead. Power football down to the 25-yard line. Kenny Mixon with the tackle for the Dolphins. Miami up 3-0. 2:45 to go in the 1st quarter. Nothing fancy here for Baltimore.
But I think Baltimore's taking advantage of the injury to Gardner. They've been out the entire season with his second back surgery in 2 seasons. His replacement, Jermaine Haley, a big guy. Tim Bowen's the other defensive tackle, has done a great job. But Baltimore's choice is the isolation play right straight ahead.
2nd down and 3 at the Finns 25, and flags go down as the ball is snapped. They were going to go with Brookins again straight ahead, and why not?
False start. Offense, number 66. 5 yards, still down.
We talked about the roll-aids moment. That's a minor roll-aids moment right there for any coach when you have it going on the ground and your team commits that kind of penalty.
Yeah, it's just a lack of concentration. I mean, the guard is standing right next to the football. So far, 11 plays, 60 yards, 5 minutes elapsed, and a good, nice control of the line of scrimmage kind of drive for the Baltimore Ravens.
2nd down and 8 for Baltimore from the Dolphins' 30-yard line. Gerbeck throws it out left side, short, caught by Sharp, and he brings it out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He's 3 yards short of a first down as they pick up 5. Gallion helped with the force out of bounds on Shannon Sharp. Under 2 minutes to go in the first frame, 3-0 Miami.
Qadre Ismail cleared out. Shannon Sharp, a little delay, just hits the defensive end and then releases out in the flat. Gallion does a great job to get out there. 3rd down and 3. Tough spot for Baltimore. Jermaine Lewis is in the ballgame, and he's in the backfield, Mark.
Lewis in the backfield at tailback. No, at quarterback. Takes the snap, runs it left side. Takes it down to the 20-yard line, has the first down.
Nice play. Direct shotgun snap to Jermaine Lewis, the wide receiver. Elvis Gerbach stays on the field. He goes out in the slot. The defense is trying to align properly, and there's a nice big gap in there. Good isolation blocking once again. They get Mulatalo, the guard, on Zach Thomas. Jermaine Lewis follows him. First down.
The Ravens had the ball at the Dolphins' 20-yard line, 1st and 10. 2 wideouts right, I formation. In motion toward left, Taylor. Here's Allen getting the call, breaks the tackle as he runs right, takes it across the 15, and he's tackled near the 13-yard line. Brock Marion with the tackle for the Dolphins. 8-yard pickup as they get it to the 12 after the official marks it.
Ravens fake the reverse. It influences the outside linebacker and the safety. They go with the reverse man for about 2 strides, and that's all Terry Allen needs. Again, a nice cutback play by Terry Allen, eliminating Zach Thomas from the tackling. And Allen now 5 carries, 27 yards in his first quarter.
2nd down and 2, Baltimore at the Miami 12-yard line. Brookins gets the call, running left, and he's brought down in the backfield. Jason Taylor got him down. That's the end of the first quarter of play. The Dolphins leading Baltimore 3-0 at Pro Player Stadium. You're listening to exclusive coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Do you give off a strange odor? Are you off balance? Is your pressure elevated, or are there any dents on your rear? Any screws loose? Do you retain moisture? Do you vibrate? Is your timing off? Do you leak gas? If you fail to give the correct answer to any one of these questions, or over 120 more like them, you may never be a Star Marks certified pre-owned Mercedes-Benz. Only the select few that pass our rigorous inspection give you the assurance and peace of mind of a Star Marks certified Mercedes-Benz. So after becoming a Star Marks certified Mercedes-Benz owner, if anyone asks you, are your ball joints lubricated? Simply smile and reply, why, yes. They're certified. Certification checklist varies by model.
See your certified pre-owned Mercedes-Benz dealer today.
What do pro football players say in the huddle? Listen in on quarterback Brian Greasy of the Denver Broncos.
All right, guys, nice game. Just one more snap and it's ours.
Man, these thigh pads made me look so fat.
Yo, Brian, am I having a bad hair day?
Uh-huh.
Oh, man, I knew it.
Save it all.
Use duct tape.
Color it a sassy shade of red.
No, just use Dippy Doo Sport Gel. It'll control that mess you got on your head.
Wow, a great arm and a vast knowledge of hair care products. Right. Dippity Doo Sport, the first hair gel for active men.
Don't mess with the dew. Look for the cobalt blue bottle.
For the best NFL coverage and the Internet's fastest play-by-play scoreboard, go to cbs.sportsline.com, the home of NFL.com. Now back to Westwood One's exclusive coverage of the NFL playoffs.
Second quarter about to begin at Pro Player Stadium. The Dolphins leading Baltimore 3-0. Eighth straight game that the Ravens have been in a 3-0 game after the first quarter.
Yeah, not necessarily leading, but it's been 3-0, either them or us, whichever way you look at it. Mark, 15th play of the drive coming up here. 77 yards gain, 7:25 off the clock, 48 yards rushing for Baltimore in this drive.
Third down and 3, Baltimore from the Dolphins' 13. Quarterback drop. Gerback straight ahead to the 10, and he's whipped down at the 9-yard line. Ernest Grant with the stop for Miami, and this appears to be enough for a first down, yes. So it's a first and goal for the Ravens after that 4-yard pickup by Gerback. Not a bad play call there.
No, but not recommended. Elvis looks like he's wearing those old buckle-up galoshes. I mean, I don't care where you give the ball to Elvis Gerback to get him to the next spot. It's going to take a while.
First and goal from the 9. Mo Williams, the lone back. In motion toward the right. Taylor. Williams gets it straight ahead across the 5, and he's twisted down near the 4-yard line as 3 Dolphins ganged up on him.
Again, Mark, though, you see the cutback? That last first down, the 6th by the Ravens on this drive. And the Ravens' choice is to eliminate Zach Thomas by giving him a false key. They're firing everybody to one side. The running back is cutting back. So the offside tackle is doing a great job of stopping the pursuit. And it gives the running back just a little gap, just a little space where he can get through there. And they're getting blockers on Zach Thomas.
Second and goal from the 4. Ismail, wide left, slot left Taylor. Offset I formation, Allen and Gash. Gerback gets the snap. Here's Allen straight ahead. End zone, touchdown, Baltimore.
Blasted in there.
Terry Allen straight up the gut for a Ravens touchdown as Baltimore takes the lead. 13:34 to go in the second quarter.
That's just their 12th rushing touchdown of the season, and a great job of blocking on Zach Thomas again. He is their leading tackler, and if you can eliminate him, you've done a great job. Mike Flynn got the helmet right in the chest of Zach Thomas, and Zach Thomas was out of there.
Matt Stover in for the extra point. It's up, and it is good. A 17-play drive for the Baltimore Ravens as they take the lead on Miami 7-3 with 13:34 to go in the second quarter. That's a Dodge red zone touchdown. A reminder that for every touchdown scored inside the red zone this afternoon, Dodge will donate $500 to the March of Dimes Foundation. Grab life by the horns. Dodge. It's 7-3, Baltimore leading Miami, 13:34 to go in the second quarter. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
A strike! Yes! Hey, the Ovaltine man! Yeah!
No kid can resist the taste of rich chocolate Ovaltine.
This is so good and chocolatey. This is great chocolate milk. Is it Nesquik? Get real. It's rich chocolate Ovaltine.
Kids love Ovaltine's rich chocolate taste. And Ovaltine adds vitamins and minerals that Nesquik powder doesn't. So why give them Nesquik when you can give them more? And there are more vitamins and minerals in Ovaltine.
Ovaltine rocks! More Ovaltine, please!
Carrot Top here with 1-800-CALL-ATT for collect calls. Raise your hand if you like wrestling.
Here comes Taz with a pile driver. Wait a sec. Who's this? Carrot Top. He's dragging a gigantic payphone into the ring.
1-800-CALLATT.
He slammed them both right down the center.
Just dial down the center with 1-800.
Check your local listings for more details. Catch the NFL on CBS.
17-play, 90-yard scoring drive, 8:51. They had 61 yards rushing on that drive, 6 first downs. I don't think anyone on either team expected Baltimore to be able to control the line of scrimmage like that. But now Miami's got another problem, and that is stop the run. So the offense of the Dolphins now, they've got to answer this drive, Mark.
Danny Kite is going to kick it off for the Ravens from our left to right. Back deep for the Dolphins, Brock Marion and J.J. Johnson. Ball teed at the 30-yard line here at Pro Player Stadium. Beautiful afternoon for a playoff game. Here's the kickoff. High, not very long. And it's fielded at the 15 by Marion. Straight ahead, 20, 25. Flag down, takes it to the 33-yard line. Helping with the stop, Mo Williams for Baltimore. Let's see what the marker is about.
Yeah, you always know what it is on a kickoff return.
Return team.
Holding During the return, number 51, 10 yards, first down.
That's Tommy Hendricks. Great backup middle linebacker for the Dolphins.
By the way, Mark, that's the first touchdown by the Baltimore Ravens in their last 24 possessions. They got to feel good right now.
13:24 to go in the second quarter. 7-3 Baltimore over Miami. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Elsa's Kettering Sports Grill is the place for the true sports fan to eat. Now you can watch your favorite sporting event on one of their 40 TVs or on their 50-inch plasma flat screen TV while enjoying all your favorite appetizers, food, and beverages. Serving homemade lunch specials Monday through Friday. Elsa's Kettering Sports Grill will also carry all the NHL action, including the Columbus Blue Jackets and NCAA basketball. Now, let's talk about the best wings in town, where on Tuesdays they're just 35 cents. The real wing night for the best wings in town. Also on Tuesdays, get your favorite import for half price. Come join Happy Hour Monday through Friday, 3 to 7 p.m. for great drink prices and half-price Mexican appetizers. Monday and Wednesday nights get 22-ounce beer specially priced and buckets of beer on game days, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Don't forget about Elsa's famous and favorite Bad Juan margaritas, and now the new Blue Juans and Super Burritos. Elsa's Kettering Sports Grill, 1216 East Troop Road. Elsa's Kettering Sports Grill.
Frank and I get so much out of volunteering.
Lately, it was taking too much out of me. I wondered if my multivitamin just wasn't enough.
So I suggested he take Ginsana Gold Blend. It really works for me.
Well, since I've been taking Ginsana Gold Blend, I feel like I could volunteer for anything.
How about cleaning out the garage?
Oh, don't push it.
Try Ginsana Gold Blend, the remarkably special blend that nourishes, fortifies, and revitalizes. And it's the only health supplement clinically proven to reduce fatigue and increase vitality. From Pharmaton, over 40 years of dedication to your wellness.
It's a 7-3 game early in the second quarter. Baltimore leading Miami. Once again, let's go downstairs to Rick Walker on the sidelines. Rick.
Mark and Bob, hey, Trump, you mentioned Gardner's absence, and I had a chance to speak with Clarence Brooks, his defensive line coach, and this is a position that clearly Haley and Grant cannot fill for the Dolphins. And when you look at those two guys up front, Benny Anderson and Kip Vickers, they steamrolled Miami, and it was nothing greater, Bob, than to watch the Ravens defensively come over and greet each guy individually as the offense came off the field. These guys were high-fiving and hugging. They're not used to it, but now they have it. Back upstairs.
It can provide a great incentive for this defense, and it doesn't need much.
First down, Dolphins at their 21-yard line. Travis Minor in the game at tailback. Dyer, the fullback, in the eye, and Fiedler swings it out right side. Caught and taken to the 25-yard line as they pick up a few on the short pass play. Jamie Sharper with the stop for Baltimore, as getting the reception for the Dolphins was Dedrick Ward, the former New York Jet.
But Mark, what you already see is that Miami's choice is to try to go around this defense. They haven't really attacked it much right straight ahead. And again, if Miami is left with just throwing the ball, if they give up on the run, Baltimore's got them right where they want them.
Two wide receivers left, one to the right. Minor, the lone back. Second down and 6, Dolphins at their 25-yard line. Fiedler under center. Gives it to Minor, trying to find room between the tackles, and he falls backwards close to the 28-yard line. Ray Lewis helping with the stop for the Ravens, who lead 7-3, 12.5 to go in the second quarter.
And one of the problems the Ravens defense have had this year is they can't get Sam Adams and Siragusa on the field for any extended period of time at the same time. One gets hurt, he gets well, the other one gets hurt. Now, Sam Adams is back, but he looks terribly out of shape. Even though he does play an awful lot, pass rush situations, he comes off.
Fiedler sets his team up. Third down and 3 for the Dolphins from their 28-yard line.
Blitz.
Fiedler in the shotgun. Here they come. Fiedler trying to scramble forward, get out of trouble. He can't do it. He's corralled at the 25-yard line. Anthony Mitchell helping with the tackle, the sack for the Baltimore Ravens. It's fourth down, and the Dolphins are going to give the ball back to Baltimore, and it's now fantastic ground game if you look at what they've done in this game so far.
And Mark, you could see Fiedler was not going to take a chance with that ball. He was not going to throw it down the middle late. He ate that one. There was enough pressure that he was flushed, and he had to look at the secondary and then the outlet receiver, but he was not going to just throw the ball up. He takes the sack, and it's probably the smart thing to do.
Matt Turk standing at the Dolphins' 12-yard line, and Jermaine Lewis ready to return it at the Baltimore 32. Here's the punt, spinning top. Lewis gets back behind the 30, makes the catch at the 28, starts left, and a great open field special teams hit. Travis Minor brought him down. Nowhere to go for Lewis. A 46-yard punt and a 4-yard return. 7-3 Baltimore over Miami. 11:15 to go in the second quarter. You're listening to exclusive coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
As a country, we like to travel. We're a people with happy feet. We don't like staying put for very long. We're not homebodies. Point is, we're not going to stop traveling. Not now, not ever. And right now, travel has never been more affordable. There are spectacular deals on hotels, resorts, and vacation getaways. There are terrific airfares to destinations near and far. And the best way to check out all the possibilities and make some very informed decisions is to use Travelocity. We can show you where the best deals are today, next week, and next month. We can even keep you posted on the best deals on hotels, rental cars, airfares, vacation getaways to your favorite destinations. And maybe most important, we can be your resource for everything that has to do with travel. The latest news, travel advice, airport regulations. You're going to travel, we're going to help you. Travelocity.com. Go virtually anywhere. AOL keyword, travel.
This is Football Talk, and I'm with St. Louis Rams quarterback Kurt Warner. Kurt, all my lines are blinking, and they're all your mom.
Kurt, there's a new chunky soup.
Hi, Mom.
New chunky beef rib roast with potatoes, with big lean chunks of savory rib roast to fill you up right. It's a taste of home for when you're away. And your mom is banned from the team chat.
Had nothing to do with that. New Campbell's Chunky Homestyle Classics, like Mom used to make.
Later in the game, we'll tell you about today's Napa Rush of the Game, brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. Napa, we keep America running. Well, Baltimore has been running very well. 104 total yards for the Ravens, compared to the Dolphins' 30.
Yeah, 70 of that rushing, and that's the way you avoid the number one pass defense in the league, owned by the Miami Dolphins. Just control the line of scrimmage with the run.
First down, Baltimore at its 31. Gerback swings it out, short right, caught by Ismail.
Good play action fake. Actually, Gerback goes straight back. Zach Thomas has the running back out of the backfield. Somebody dropped Qadri Ismail. Their coverage on him, he was wide open. That's an easy completion for a first down.
Jermaine Lewis is in at tailback. First down, Baltimore. Here's the toss. Lewis running left, and he's hemmed in and brought down for a loss of 1. Zach Thomas got back there to read it well for Miami. Second and long.
That's an odd call. I mean, with your big hammers, Terry Allen, Brookins, they have controlled the line of scrimmage, and then you put Jermaine Lewis in there to run the sweep. It's a very odd call. By the way, 6 different people have carried the ball for the Baltimore Ravens so far in this first half.
That's Lewis's second of the game. Second down and 11 for the Ravens from their 46-yard line. They lead 7-3. I formation now here, more conventional. Gash and Terry Allen. On first down, Gerback gives it to Allen, running left. Try to turn the corner. Does at the 50, 45, and he's forced out of bounds near the 41-yard line. Flag down on the play. Zach Thomas again assisting on the stop for Miami.
Yeah, flag's going to be on Qadri Ismail holding. They run the draw, and it's wide open, and then Ismail trying to block the corner holds. That's a dumb penalty on Qadri Ismail.
Holding, offense, number 87. 10 yards, remains second down.
You heard the news.
Ismail's got to make up for it now. He was out there in front. Terry Allen had popped through cleanly. Again, a little delay, and they're consistently getting blockers on Zach Thomas. And this Miami defense is designed to funnel everything to Zach Thomas or the safeties. And Zach Thomas is being handled so far in this first half.
Second down and 14 Ravens from their 43-yard line. Allen, the lone back. Gerback tosses it back to him. He takes it over a left guard, tries to punch it over the 45-yard line. Not much there, maybe a couple, as several Dolphins were in on the play, including Jason Taylor, the outstanding defensive end. So now it's third and long for Baltimore. 7-3 Ravens, 9:14 to play, second quarter.
And this is the danger down now for Baltimore. The Miami Dolphins defensive backs and linebackers can now show what that number one ranked pass defense in the league is. Elvis Gerback's got to be very, very careful here.
No backs. Mo Williams, slot left. 2 wide receivers to each side. Third down and 12 for the Ravens from their 45. Gerback drops back. He throws it short right, and it's incomplete.
It's intended for the fullback Ian Badesio. Excellent coverage. Right with him. was Terry Cousins. Came out of the backfield, a very high percentage attempt by the Baltimore Ravens. They do not want to turn the ball over. Decent protection, but Cousins was right there with Ian Badesio, knocks the ball away. Baltimore's got to punt it.
You talked about it. Tough to make progress against that #1 rated pass defense.
Yep. And you don't want to take a chance against it. They do come up with interceptions.
Richardson ready to punt, standing at his 30. Jeff Ogden back at the Dolphins 10, ready for the return. Richardson gets it off. A missile. Ogden moving to his left and backwards. Flag down, makes the catch at the 8, starts over the 10, 15 left side, and brought down at the 16-yard line, but we have yellow laundry on the field. We'll see what it's about. 47-yard punt for Richardson. It's going to be holding on the return.
Isn't it always? Or a block in the back?
Well, we had one earlier.
During the kick, holding by the receiving team, number 27. 10-yard penalty. They retain possession. First down. Timeout.
8:37 to go in the second quarter. 7-3 Baltimore over Miami in this wild card playoff game coming to you from Miami. You're listening to exclusive coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Playoffs, there's no tomorrow. This is where you lay it all on the line.
There is no more next week. You know, you have to do what you have to do right now.
You have to win this game.
If you can win a big game, people start respecting you.
This is what we do. This is what you've been playing 16 games for, is to get to the playoffs. One game, one moment. That's the beauty of the playoffs.
You're going to have to see it and feel it yourself to believe it.
If you lose today, you go home. The NFL playoffs begin this weekend. Check local listings.
Political office isn't just for the rich and shameless. Here's a tip from Dodge. Grab life by the horns. Get the public to vote for you with a jingle repeating your name. Something like Jack, Jack, Jack. He's so whack, whack, whack. See, life's all about throwing your hat in the ring. Like the mayor of Truckville, Dodge Ram Quad Cab. And with 4 full-size doors, you can take your advisors out for those boondoggles. Research trips.
Grab life by the horns. Dodge. The news is in. Rolaids announces unbeatable taste. New consumer tests show even Tums can't beat Rolaids for taste. Rolaids in 5 great-tasting fruit and fresh minty flavors. Rolaids, tasty, not chalky. Smooth, not gritty. Rolaids, what a great-tasting way to spell relief. Use as directed. Claims based on taste tests that compared Rolaids to Tums and Tums EX.
Sign up for the free Fantasy Playoff Challenge. The team with the most points between Wildcard Weekend and the Super Bowl wins the grand prize. Click on Playoff Challenge at superbowl.com. Now back to Westwood One's exclusive coverage of the NFL playoffs.
The Miami Dolphins pinned back deep at their 3-yard line. I formation behind Jay Fiedler. Dyer and Travis Minor, the rookie from Florida State. Toss back to Minor, tries to run it right. And several Ravens are there to push him back toward the goal line. They had that one read very well, Bob.
Mark, to this point, the Miami Dolphins have done nothing offensively. Jay Fiedler is 2 of 4 for 10 yards. Nobody has run the ball consistently. That was the 13th play that Miami's run in this first half. Baltimore already has 25. You are playing to the strength of the Baltimore Ravens, and that is trying to beat their defense when they're ahead. This field of Miami's got to look 300 yards long.
Second down and 10 for the Dolphins from their 3. They trail 7-3 here in the second quarter. Minor, the lone back. Fiedler under center. Gives it to Minor. Try to find some room up the middle. Spins across the 5, and he's brought down near the 7-yard line. Rod Woodson helping with the tackle for Baltimore. 7:40 to play, second quarter.
Mark, that was a great run. I mean, Minor does a good job at the line of scrimmage. He's hit, spins away. Rod Woodson, the all-world defensive back, up there to make the tackle. But again, I mean, that's a great job by Minor, and he stopped for what, 4 yards?
They gave him 5. Here are the Dolphins. Third down and a long 5 from their 8. Fiedler in the shotgun, Minor in the backfield with him. McKnight in motion toward the right. Fiedler gets the snap. Has time. Delivers short right. Caught out of the backfield. Taken over to 10 and 15. Brought down at the 16-yard line. James McKnight.
Excellent job by McKnight. avoided the first tackler, got by him, picks up the first down, and that was an important first down for the psychological makeup of this Miami Dolphins football team. The coverage is there. Harris is right out there. McKnight does a good job keeping the play alive and gains just enough for the first down. 8 yards on that reception.
6.5 to play, second quarter, 7-3. Baltimore leading Miami at Pro Player Stadium. First down, Dolphins at their 16. Offset I formation. Dyer and Minor. Here's Weaver. In motion left, wings left. And he takes a pass from Fiedler, cutting across back to the right, brought down at the 18-yard line. Just a 2-yard gain. Once again, let's go downstairs to Rick Walker on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. Trump, want to make a point to you about Todd Wade, the right tackle for Miami. The guy has a lower back problem. He's sore. They didn't know how long he would go. And Rob Burnett. Rob was expected to go about 20 plays. I think he'll obviously exceed that. But with the first down with Miami, they got him off the field. Thomas is in the game now. And it seems to be like Miami should spend a lot more time trying to attack Rob Burnett.
All right, well, watch it. See if we can figure it out. Bulware is down in that 4-point stance.
Second down and 8 Miami from the Dolphins' 18-yard line. Offset I formation. Fiedler back to pass. Has all day. Now he's got to scramble out of the pocket. Takes it. Angles toward the right. And he's brought down at the 19. Picked up 1. Adalius Thomas with the tackle. The 270-pound defensive end.
Mark, the amazing thing about this Ravens defense is they all recover so quickly. Adalius Thomas was in there for the pass rush. He does a great job of rushing the passer, recognizing that Fiedler's going to hang on to it, turns around, comes back, and makes the tackle. All over the field, you see these Raven defenders recover so quickly.
Third down and 7, Dolphins from their 19-yard line. Fiedler sets up in the shotgun. Minor in the backfield with him. 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left.
Ravens 6 defensive backs.
On third and 7, Fiedler takes the snap. Fires out to the right side. Incomplete.
He was thrown at to Dedrick Ward. Good coverage. And again, Fiedler not comfortable at all. He really hasn't been hammered, but he's been pressured enough that he's not throwing the ball very accurately. He's expecting to get hit. And if you have a quarterback out there who is expecting to get hit, that's never a good feeling to have.
Dolphins getting set to punt, down 7-3. Fourth punt of the game for Miami. We have 4:49 to play in the second. Turk gets the snap. Lewis ready for the return. High kick that Lewis will try to return. Makes the catch at the 36. Straight ahead, 40, 45, 50. Flag down. Angles right. 45 of Miami. And taken over the 40-yard line. Turk brings him down with a face mask near the 39. 45-yard punt.
That's allowed. Punters can grab the face mask. I mean, that's allowed.
You're the last line of defense.
Absolutely. So we're going to have offsetting penalties here. They may have to punt it again, which favors Baltimore.
Well, the flag is back near where he made the catch. And the other one where Turk grabbed the face mask of Lewis. And you said it at the beginning of the show, Bob. Special teams might make the difference in this matchup.
Yeah. And it looks like we're going to have penalties on each team. An illegal block on the receiving team and a personal foul face mask on the kicking team. They'll wipe each other out. They got to kick it again. And that does not lessen the jeopardy that Miami faces.
We've got an officials convention going on as they try to sort this one out.
Both teams on the play. During the kick, holding by the receiving team, number 21. And at the end of the run, major face mask, number 84. By rule, those falls offset. The receiving team keeps the ball at the spot of dead ball.
Oh, they don't have to kick it again.
4 minutes, 34 seconds to go before the break. 7-3, Baltimore leading Miami. You're listening to exclusive coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Jolly Rancher. Reese's. Zucchini.
Get to know your Hershey's candy.
Icebreakers.
Because Hershey is giving away 25 SUVs across the nation. If a Hershey's spotter spots you coming out of a store with any Hershey's candy, you could win a Jeep Liberty.
Kit Kat. Canned ham.
Log on to Hershey's.com for official rules of Hershey's 25 SUVs in 25 days giveaway.
No purchase necessary. Promotion ends January 31st, 2002. Void in Puerto Rico and where prohibited. Open to legal U.S. residents 12 years and older. Jeep is a registered trademark of Daimler Chrysler.
AM and PM with
we got something new. This is BB King for Burger King.
The new Egg-Wich Muffin Sandwich. Egg, Canadian-style bacon and cheese for a limited time 99 cents at a participating Burger King. And PM, the new King Supreme. More beef than a Big Mac. Always flame broiled, never fried.
BB&B can't let you have it your way.
The new Egg-Wich, just 99 cents.
Bill is about to put a new belt on his 98 Regal, and we at Napa Auto Parts are impressed. We're impressed with his grit and determination, and with his can-do attitude. Because if he had come to us, we'd have told him, Bill, you can't put a belt for a 94 Omni on a 98 Regal. Guess we were right. Come to Napa, where we not only carry the right part, we have the know-how to make sure that's what you leave the store with. Napa, we keep America running.
We're back at Pro Player Stadium. Before we continue, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is CBS Radio Sports and Westwood One, your home for the NFL playoffs.
1410 WING AM, Dayton.
A Radio 1 broadcasting station.
Your exclusive home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. This is ESPN Radio.
Along with Bob Trumpy and Rick Doc Walker, I'm Mark Vandermeer sitting in for Howard David. NFL playoff action. Wildcard weekend continues. 4:34 to play, second quarter, 7-3. Baltimore leading Miami. The Ravens with the ball back at their 35-yard line. High formation. Gerback fakes the give. Unloads. Left sideline. And it's incomplete. Wanted Taylor streaking down the sideline, but he was well covered. Sam Madison step for step with him.
Taylor runs the out and up. They're trying to trick this defense, and these two corners are not easy to trick. Surtain and Sam Madison, two of the best there is in the NFL. Madison again going to the Pro Bowl, but it's a shot to try to loosen up the defense a little bit. Ravens to regain control of this game have to get back and pound the line of scrimmage.
Gerback 5 for 8, 50 yards. Ismail wide left, Taylor wide right. Second and 10 Ravens from their 35-yard line. Allen the lone back. Gerback under center, drops back smoothly in the pocket. Throws short right, caught by Sharp, and he's out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Thomas with the force. They're going to say it's no gain on the play as he just exited the field at the line of scrimmage. A reminder to stay tuned for the halftime report with Tommy Tighe. Tommy will talk to Jerome Bettis of the Pittsburgh Steelers and recap game one of our doubleheader. Green Bay beats San Francisco 25-15, as you heard here on Westwood One. Third down and 10.
Again, this is his down of jeopardy for Baltimore.
Bo Williams in the game, lone back.
They're 4 of 6 on third down.
Third and 10 Ravens from their 35. Gerback back to pass. Throws left side, and it's caught for a first down at the 46-yard line of Baltimore. Sharp with the reception, tagged down there by Madison. They pick up 11 and a fresh 4.
That was a great catch. There was good coverage by the Miami Dolphins. Arturo Freeman was all over Shannon Sharp. Gerback puts this right on the money. Madison from the outside tries to get a hand on it. A big third down catch, and now the Ravens 5 of 7 on third downs.
Gash and Allen in the eye. First down Ravens from their 46. Here's Allen right side, and he squeezes his way close to the 49-yard line, picking up a hard-earned 3. Thomas helping with the tackle for Miami. We have 3:10 to go in the second quarter, and Baltimore leads Miami 7-3.
And Mark, we got to make mention here of Sam Gash. He is doing a fantastic job as a lead blocker for these running backs from the Baltimore Ravens. Again, he got his helmet on Zach Thomas just enough to allow the running back to get by him just a little bit. Not a lot, but Sam Gash is really hammering it in there.
10th year man out of Penn State. He's the fullback in the eye. Second down and 7 for the Ravens from their 49. Gerback drops back, throws it. Brookins catches it. Left side in the backfield, takes it across the 50, and he's brought down near the 47 of Miami. He's short of a first down by a few. Jason Taylor assisting on the tackle. Moreland Greenwood helping out. Third down coming up for the Ravens.
Well, so far, Gerback has not made a big mistake, and they're going to let the clock tick down to 2 minutes. Neither has Fiedler. The only turnover by Jermaine Lewis on a kickoff return, so the mistakes have not been there, and the control of the line of scrimmage in the hands of the Baltimore Ravens as they lead 7-3.
Well, the Ravens will let the clock run down to the 2-minute warning, and we have reached the 2-minute warning officially. The score, Baltimore 7, Miami 3. You're listening to exclusive coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
AM and PM, we got something new. This is BB King for Burger King.
The new Eggwich Muffin Sandwich. Egg, Canadian-style bacon and cheese for a limited time 99 cents at a participating Burger King. And PM, the new King Supreme. More beef than a Big Mac. Always flame broiled, never fried.
BB and BK, let you have it your way.
The new Eggwich, just 99 cents.
Whirlpool Corporation is taking this opportunity to alert you to an important product recall. If you own a microwave hood combination from one of the following brands, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, or Sears Kenmore, with serial numbers beginning with XC, your appliance is in need of a safety repair to avoid a possible fire. If you own a Whirlpool, KitchenAid, or Sears Kenmore brand microwave hood combination, please stop using it and visit repair.whirlpool.com. That's repair.whirlpool.com. Or call 800-785-8897. Thank you.
Right now, Amtrak is offering their buy one, get one free fare. Just buy one full fare ticket for travel from January 9th through February 28th and take a second person with you for free. You and your companion will enjoy a comfortable ride to over 500 cities and towns in the U.S. Satisfaction guaranteed. For reservations, visit Amtrak.com or call your travel agent or 1-800-USA-RAIL. Just mention code H207 to receive this great offer. Advanced reservations and purchase required. Fares non-refundable and subject to change. Other restrictions apply.
Get expert analysis, exclusive insider info, and top NFL news from Sportsline's Jay Glazer and Pete Prisco. Just click on cbs.sportsline.com, the home of NFL.com. 2 minutes to go, second quarter, 7-3, Baltimore leading Miami. The Ravens faced with a third down, Bob. Baltimore 5 of 7 on third downs today.
And they have all three timeouts, as do the Miami Dolphins to this point. Time of possession for Baltimore, 16:33, 146 yards of offense. For Miami, 11:27, just 49 yards of offense.
Third down and a long two from the Miami 47 for Baltimore. Gerback back to pass. He throws right side, incomplete, intended for Stokely, and the Dolphins are running with it, but it's incomplete. Taking off down the sideline, Terry Cousin in vain. It is fourth down for Baltimore.
And Terry Cousin absolutely hammered Stokely. He catches the ball, turns around. Cousin is right there. He's on the inside. Actually, I take that back. This might be reviewed. 1, 2. I'm not sure what they're going to do here. Patrick Surtain is the guy who made the hit. Cousin was the man who picks up the ball. And the buzzer goes off to Mike Carey.
They did not snap the ball.
They can't review it.
Being reviewed by instant replay.
Now, wait a minute. They already said that the ball was down. So I don't think that can be reviewed. But inside 2 minutes, the guys upstairs are looking at it. It's not the officials on the field.
Well, that is interesting because you could say the Ravens certainly gave up on that play.
But, again, if it's ruled down, this is not reviewable.
Real bang-bang play.
Yeah, we got a set of rules from Joe Brown, and it says a fumble ruling can be reviewed. But this ruling is the ball was incomplete.
Not a fumble.
In fact, by the NFL rules, it says if a pass is ruled incomplete, the ruling kills the play and the defense cannot end up with the ball, which means the review is senseless.
1 minute, 53 seconds to go in the second quarter. 7-3, Baltimore leading Miami. Terry Allen with a 4-yard touchdown run. Alinda Mare with a 33-yard field goal. The only points in this one so far. Tight game, as you would expect here at Pro Player this afternoon.
Let's see. Stokely has it 1 foot down. I don't think his second foot ever got down on the ground.
Well, you could say it grazed the grass.
1, 2, very close.
And it happens so fast,
yeah.
You cannot blame the officials.
Even in double slow motion, it's hard to pick up exactly when the foot went down. But again, this is not Mike Carey's choice. This is not the coach's choice. This is reviewable from upstairs.
Well, Doc Walker's on the sideline patrolling the situation.
Call.
Wait, hang on. Let's get the call first.
After reviewing the play, the receiver did not have 2 feet down when the ball came loose. Incomplete pass. The unit on the field stands. Fourth down.
Well, let's quickly go downstairs to Doc.
Well, Trump, Mark, I agree with you. I was wondering which set of circumstances the NFL would use. Those in the playbook, rule book rather, or those they used in Cleveland.
Doc, what a terrible comment to make, but you're right on, pal.
Richardson back to punt it for Baltimore. Takes the snap. Ogden back deep for Miami. Watches this one go as it lands in the end zone. So the Dolphins will take over at their 20 with 1:44 to play in the second quarter. 7-3, Baltimore leading Miami in this wild card playoff game. You're listening to exclusive coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Right now, Amtrak is offering their buy one, get one free fare. Just buy one full fare ticket for travel from January 9th through February 28th and take a second person with you for free. You and your companion will enjoy a comfortable ride to over 500 cities and towns in the U.S. Satisfaction guaranteed. For reservations, visit Amtrak.com or call your travel agent or 1-800-USA-RAIL. Just mention code H207 to receive this great offer. Advance reservations and purchase required. Fares non-refundable and subject to change. Other restrictions apply.
Drivers face many distractions in the car. Don't let your wireless phone be one of them. Before using your wireless phone while driving, ask yourself, will this call distract me from my first responsibility to drive safely? Also, use your phone's hands-free option. Remember, state laws prohibit distracted driving. The wireless phone industry reminds you to drive safely. Safety, your most important call. Visit www.driveresponsibly.org.
Whirlpool Corporation is taking this opportunity to alert you to an important product recall. If you own a microwave hood combination from one of the following brands, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, or Sears Kenmore, with serial numbers beginning with XC, your appliance is in need of a safety repair to avoid a possible fire. If you own a Whirlpool, KitchenAid, or Sears Kenmore brand microwave hood combination, please stop using it and visit repair.whirlpool.com. That's repair.whirlpool.com. Or call 800-785-8897. Thank you.
Want in-depth playoff analysis? Phil Simms, Troy Aikman, Marv Levy, and Gil Brandt have it for you exclusively on NFL.com, the place for NFL fans online. 7-3, Baltimore over Miami, 1:44 to play in the second quarter. Total yards so far, the Dolphins 49, the Ravens 146.
Yeah, the Ravens have just taken the Miami Dolphins out of their offense. They can't do anything. They can't run the ball, and again, as we said at the top of the show, if the Ravens defense is able to make the Miami offense one-dimensional, and that's all throw, they've won the battle. They may not win the war. They are presently leading 7-3, but they've won a huge battle.
Fiedler and company set up. First down, Miami at its 20-yard line. Fiedler in the shotgun. 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left. 4-man front for Baltimore. Fiedler takes the snap. Looks left, now looks right. Now he's scrambling, and he throws it over the middle. It's caught, but behind the line of scrimmage by Minor. Carnell Lake there to spy Travis Minor. Not a bad idea because he's a potent weapon for the Dolphins out of the backfield.
And great coverage down the field. Jay Fiedler's looking all over for somebody to throw it to. Can't.
Timeout called by Miami with 1:32 to play before the break. 7-3, Baltimore leading this football game. NFL playoffs here at Pro Player Stadium. The Dolphins hosting for the second straight year. They did not sell this game out in time to lift the blackout for the second straight year.
Which is odd. How do you live down here? How do you account for that?
Well, last year they couldn't get it done, and that was the first time it happened in the National Football League in 7 years, and now they've done it 2 straight. This is an event town, and I know this is an event in itself, but for some reason it just didn't happen. I think over 20,000 season ticket holders did not buy playoff tickets.
Really? 20,000 season ticket holders?
Somewhere around 22,000 did not buy the playoff tickets.
Is that the post-Marino syndrome?
Perhaps. They've been spoiled here. It's hard to replace a legend, as Jay Fiedler is finding out, and as I'm finding out today, replacing the legend Howard David on a one-day basis.
Well, you're doing a hell of a job.
Thank you.
At least you're on the ground. We know that Howard's in the air somewhere.
Second down and 10, Dolphins at the Miami 20-yard line. Minor and Fiedler in the backfield. Fiedler in the shotgun. Here's McKnight, slot left in motion toward the right, so they have trips right now. On second and 10, Fiedler takes the snap. He throws left side incomplete. 15-yard pattern, misconnected with Aronde Gadsden. 3rd down and 10.
And Mark, again, primary receivers not open at all for Jay Fiedler. So he's had to go to the secondary receiver, then the outlet. When you stand in that pocket, you can sense the pressure coming around you. And going to the outlet receiver or the secondary receiver, Jay Fiedler's not looked very comfortable at all.
Fiedler in the gun once again. 3rd down and 10 Dolphins at their 20-yard line. McKnight slot left in motion toward the right. 3rd and 10. Fiedler gets the snap, steps up, fires, caught, Ward, 35-yard line, and he's brought down near the 40. Tackled by Anthony Mitchell, but he picks up a 1st down for Miami. A 19-yard gain.
That was a great throw by Fiedler. Peter Boulware right in his face. Jumped inside the left tackle, right in Jay Fiedler's chest. He stands there, makes the completion, and a big 3rd down conversion for the Miami Dolphins.
The Dolphins stop the clock. 1:16 to play in the 2nd quarter. They trail 7-3. A reminder to stay tuned for the halftime report with Tommy Tighe. Jerome Bettis and Tommy are going to talk. The bus awaiting the winner of this game, as the Pittsburgh Steelers will play a week from today. They get the bye week, and that's always a big help, Bob.
Yeah, to get Jerome Bettis a little healthier. Pittsburgh gets to stay home. That helps a lot. By the way, that 3rd down conversion, just the 3rd of the first half for the Miami Dolphins out of 6 attempts. And that was a key 3rd down. And again, a great job by Jay Fiedler. Pressure by Peter Boulware, who with 15 sacks leads the AFC, jumped right inside the tackle, right in Fiedler's chest. So any momentum the Dolphins offensively can build here going into the halftime is going to help in the 2nd half.
Life tough for Fiedler without Chris Chambers today, out with the ankle injury. 1st down Dolphins at their 39-yard line. Fiedler in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Minor in the backfield with Fiedler, gets the call on the draw, takes him inside, loses the football at the 41, and the Ravens recover. Baltimore recovers the fumble by Minor, and that thwarts the Dolphins' threat. 1:09 to play 2nd quarter, 7-3. Baltimore with the lead and the football in Miami territory.
Peter Boulware.
Yeah, he recovered the fumble. Peter Boulware.
The Ravens had a 4-1-6 configuration, 6 defensive backs. Ray Lewis was the only linebacker in there. Minor, trying to gain that extra yard, just has it stripped away from his hands. Boulware gets on it. And the Baltimore Ravens set up at the Miami 41.
They got a chance to put more points on the board before intermission. Williams in the backfield. Gerback under center. Here's Williams straight ahead. Brought down after a gain of 3. Zach Thomas with the finish on that play. 1 minute to go in the half. Baltimore with the hurry up.
Ravens still have all 3 of their timeouts left, Mark.
2nd down and 6 from the 37 of Miami. Gerback drops back, throws short right, incomplete. Wanted Stokely, well covered by Cousins.
Poor
Pressure
throw.
starting to come in on Gerback.
Yeah, poor throw by Elvis, right down into the ground. Didn't set his feet. And that's one of the problems that Gerback seems to have. He's a big guy, and he doesn't move his feet. You need a quarterback whose feet are kind of on a turret. And sometimes his feet just get stuck. And he doesn't set his hips right, shoulders right, ball goes right straight down into the ground.
Well, Baltimore fumbled on the opening kickoff. Dolphins only got a field goal out of it. Here's Baltimore trying to make the Dolphins pay. Ravens 5 of 8 on 3rd down. Here they go. They give to the back, straight ahead, across the 35 and 30-yard line, and brought down by Zach Thomas at the 28 as Williams picks up a 1st down for the Ravens. They spend a timeout here wisely. 44 seconds to play in the 2nd quarter. Baltimore leading 7-3.
Spread the defense, run the draw right up through the middle. Mo Williams, running back position, but fullback size, lowered his shoulders, did an excellent job of getting up there. Big 1st down. The Ravens might come up with some points here at the end of this 1st half.
Today's broadcast of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One is intended solely for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any reproduction, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of Westwood One, the Miami Dolphins, and the National Football League is strictly prohibited. Just thought I'd get that in before the half.
You have to every week.
44 seconds to play. What might the Ravens do here? Leading 7-3, and they've got a lot of weapons to choose from this part of the field.
2 timeouts left. I would not give up on the run. The draw has worked. You got to try to match personnel. Let's see what Miami has. They have their base defense in. I'd look for the tight end, Shannon Sharp, see if they can get him loose.
Ismail, wide left. Taylor, wide right. Offset I formation. First down at the 28-yard line. And here's Allen straight ahead. Close to the 26-yard line. Zach Thomas plugs the hole for the Dolphins. Just a gain of about a couple for Terry Allen. Second down and 8 from the 26. Gash and Allen in the eye. Here's the get to Allen again. Straight ahead. Pyle moves forward close to the 23, 22-yard line perhaps, as a gang tackle is made.
Mark, we have heard from the officials here at Pro Player Stadium that the Ravens only have one timeout left. They flipped timeouts accidentally, and the Ravens have just one, so they're going to clock run down to 2 seconds and bring on the field goal kicker.
They play for the field goal, leading 7-3. So with 2 ticks on the clock, here comes Stover, who is 30 of 35 this year.
He's been busy. He has been very, very busy.
They are a field goal team, which is often a bad label in the National Football League. But that touchdown they scored with Allen earlier in this game gave them a lot of juice, Bob.
Yeah, there's no question. But when you have a field goal kicker who is 30 of 35, yeah, that's a lot of missed opportunities. But with the Ravens defense, it's nice to have a kicker who is going to kick more field goals than most field goal kickers get. And Stover has done an excellent job because the Ravens defense, they don't need a lot of points to succeed.
Stover, 14 of 19 from beyond 30. This is a 40-yard attempt. Snap is down. The kick is up.
Hit it.
And it hits the upright. It's no good. We've reached the half. Baltimore gets nothing out of the turnover. Well, that's the end of the first half of play. With the score, Baltimore 7, Miami 3. Welcome back to Pro Player Stadium, along with Bob Trumpy and Rick Doc Walker. I'm Mark Vandermeer. Second half about to begin. 7-3, Baltimore leading Miami. The numbers not pretty for the Dolphins. 70 total yards compared to 164 for Baltimore. Jay Fiedler, 6 of 10, 39 yards. Elvis Gerback, 8 of 13, 64 yards. On the ground, Miner with 4 carries for 10 yards to lead the Dolphins. And Terry Allen, 49 yards, 11 carries, a 4.5 yard per carry average, Bob. That's not bad. He had the 4-yard touchdown run. And maybe the biggest story of the game is that 17-play, 8-minute, 51-second drive in which the Ravens scored the only touchdown of this game.
Certainly surprised me. And the Dolphins' only points come on 4-play, 9-yard drive, results in a field goal. So it's 3 points off turnovers. The Dolphins, to this point, just 33 yards rushing. The Ravens came into the game averaging 104 yards rushing per game. They had 100 yards rushing in the first half. None of the numbers speak well for the Miami Dolphins.
Let's check the time of possession, brought to you by Bulova, makers of fine timepieces for over 125 years. The Ravens, 17 minutes, 58 seconds. The Dolphins, 12 minutes, 2 seconds. That tells you a lot right there.
Yeah, absolutely. And the formula for success for Baltimore is as it shows in this first half. Keep the Miami offense backed up and off the field, control the line of scrimmage, and try to come up with some turnovers. They got 2 in the first half, gave up 1, but this plays to Baltimore's strength, which is their defense.
Time once again to join Rick Walker downstairs on the wireless, brought to you by the wireless telephone industry, who reminds you to use your wireless phone safely when driving. Rick.
Well, gentlemen, Coach Wanstead seemed extremely frustrated over the fact that Baltimore has given him man-to-man coverage, and he wants to take advantage of it, but so far his receivers have not been up to the task. So I said, Coach, what about the secret weapon, Mr. Baker? He says the only way you see Baker is if we have more injuries. So it doesn't really seem real positive right now for Miami's pass offense, but he wants to take it to the fourth quarter and take a shot at it.
Danny Kite getting ready to kick off as we are about to begin the second half at Pro Player Stadium. 7-3 our score, Baltimore in the lead. And as Bob Trumpy said at the outset, that might be enough. Kite approaches the ball and bangs it. Marion and J.J. Johnson back deep. Brock Marion makes the catch at the 5, straight ahead, 10, 15, angles right, 20, through a little hole, 25, and brought down at the 26-yard line. Anthony Mitchell with the special teams stop for Baltimore. The Dolphins get the football back. 21-yard return for Marion.
Now, Mark, here's an additional problem for Miami. I kept saying throughout the first half and at the outset of the game, you cannot become one-dimensional against this Ravens defense. Well, the Miami Dolphins have just 10 rushes, but they only have 10 passes, too, so they ran 20 plays in the first half, and that's not enough to beat Baltimore.
First down, Dolphins at their 27-yard line. Offset I formation. Dyer and Lamar Smith back in there. Ravens gearing up to stop the run. Here's Smith over left tackle. Picks up maybe a yard. Ray Lewis read it first.
Sam Adams, also a defensive tackle, right in the gap between the center and the guard, was in the offensive backfield of the Dolphins. Made the running back just kind of jump around a little bit, and that allowed Ray Lewis to make the tackle. And look, 2nd and 10 for Miami.
You said that the Dolphins could not abandon the run.
No.
At what point do they say, we've got to throw the football?
Well, you can't. You have to, even with the spread formation, still try to run the football. If not, this Baltimore defense will eat you alive.
2nd down and 10, Miami at its 27-yard line. Offset I formation. Weaver, winged right in motion toward the left. Fiedler takes the handoff. Fires, right sideline, and caught on the sideline. At the 37-yard line, Oronde Gadsden, a high target for Fiedler. Dwayne Starks, the former Miami Hurricane, forced him out of bounds at about the 37, a 9-yard pickup. This brings up 3rd down and 1.
And again, Gadsden, he's in there because Chambers is hurt, and Gadsden is about 80%. He's got a pulled hamstring. Not a particularly good pattern, but a very strong throw by Jay Fiedler.
I formation on 3rd down and 1 at the 36-yard line of Miami. And here's Lamar Smith angling to the left and gets close to the 38-yard line. Let's see where they spot him. Jamie Sharper with the tackle.
It's going to be close. I mean, the Ravens defense, they do not concede an inch, and from the spot, it does not look like he made it.
Well, the Dolphins are going to have to punt in a 4th and inches situation. They'll bring the chain out to take a measurement here with 13:20 to play in the 3rd quarter. 7-3, Baltimore leading Miami.
And by the way, the Dolphins had Ray Lucas there at quarterback. He didn't help at all, just turning around and handing off. It is short. I don't think this is a decision for Dave Wanstead at all. You kick the ball away, but they can't convert on 3rd and 2 feet? They're in trouble. They are in trouble for the rest of this game.
Turk comes into the game to punt. Back deep, Jermaine Lewis. The 6-year man out of Maryland. 5'7", 180 pounds.
He plays for the Ravens, but he's been the Dolphins' best player so far. He had the turnover. They got the 3 points from it. Hope for that again.
That was costly, really, for the Dolphins. Only able to get 3 out of that situation as the Ravens fumbled the opening kickoff of the game. Dolphins got it at the 24 of Baltimore. They only got 3. 7-3, Ravens lead. And now Turk ready to punt, standing back at the 22-yard line of Miami. Gets the snap on target. Now delivers. High wobbler. Lewis calling for a fair catch and makes it at the 15-yard line. So the Ravens offense takes the field after a 49-yard punt by Turk. No return. 7-3, Baltimore leading Miami in this wild card playoff game from Pro Player Stadium. 13:06 to go in the 3rd. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
$1.40, please.
Carl, scoping out gas prices.
Oh, $1.14. We can use diesel, right?
People will go to extremes to save a little money. Progressive Auto Insurance could save you a lot. At Progressive.com, we can give you our price and the rates for up to 3 leading competitors. We want you to save money, even if it's not with us. Shopping for gas may save you pennies. Progressive could save you hundreds. Visit Progressive.com or a local Progressive agent or broker. Not what you'd expect from an insurance company. Not available in all states or situations. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, Mayfield Village, Ohio.
Carrot Top here with 1-800-CALL-ATT for collect calls. Raise your hand if you like wrestling.
Here comes Taz with a pile driver. Wait a sec. Who's this? Carrot Top. He's dragging a gigantic payphone into the ring.
1-800-CALLATT.
He slammed them both right down the center.
Just dial down the center with 1-800-CALLATT and save big bucks on every call.
Say uncle. Say uncle. Rikishi and Taz are trademarks of World Wrestling Federation Entertainment Inc. Savings versus dialing 0 with MCI for interstate calls.
1410 ESPN.
More leading Miami, 13:06 to go in the 3rd quarter here in South Florida. Matt Turk just punted the football. 28 punts have pinned the opponent inside the 20-yard line this year. That's the top number in the AFC. Let's go downstairs and check in with Doc Walker. What's up, Doc?
Well, Mark and Trump, the word for Coach Billick at halftime was play as champions. Art Berg, who was in a wheelchair, he was injured on his wedding day. He's an inspirational speaker, spent some time with the Ravens. And what Brian said is every time you come off this field, look to the sidelines, take a look at Art. And Art has no limitations. He wants the Ravens to take on the world. Forget what the naysayers say. They're back where they want to be.
Don't miss all the excitement of the NFL playoffs next Saturday on Fox when the Philadelphia Eagles meet the Chicago Bears. Check your local listings for more details. Catch the NFL on Fox.
You know, Mark, I just heard what Rick said. Brian Billick always has something to say. You know, there is no shortage of little inspirational things, comments. He is one of those guys that tries to inspire every ounce of every person on the roster.
Most entertaining press conference in the National Football League, maybe until Spurrier gets there.
Ooh, gets where? That's the question.
That is the big question. First down, Baltimore at its 15-yard line, leading 7-3, 13:06 to go in the third. Gerback under center. Gives the ball to Allen, straight ahead. Has the 20 and plows ahead across the 25-yard line. He's brought down by Brian Walker. He picks up 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Again, a nice cutback. Good patient run by Terry Allen. He waits. He makes sure that Zach Thomas has committed. They get the center on him, Flynn, and Allen for the day. 12 carries, 60 yards, and another rushing first down for Baltimore.
First down, Ravens at their 26-yard line. Allen, the lone back. Sharp, winged right in motion to the left. Here's Allen, running right, trying to cut it back, but he can't get past the line of scrimmage. He was brought down with a backfield stop by Kenny Mixon, the defensive end for Miami.
Now, this defensive line of Miami's got to play large in this second half. They cannot allow Baltimore to just keep hammering the ball at the line of scrimmage and take control of this football game, because it gives the Ravens defense a rest. It gives them some inspiration because they're not used to seeing their offense just drive the ball down the field the way Baltimore has.
Lost about a half yard on the play. Second down and 10 for the Ravens from their 25-yard line. Three wide receivers left, one to the right. Gerback under center, drops back, has time, pumps. Now he takes it himself straight forward, and he's down at the 24-yard line. They're going to say it's a fumble. The Dolphins say they have it. The officials say he's down.
There's a flag on the field, too.
Mixon got the stop, and the officials...
is down by contact.
The officials made it very clear that the quarterback, Gerback, was down.
And they still have not addressed the flag.
Dave Wanstead saying it should be...
For the pass. Holding on the defense, number 29. That's a 5-yard penalty and automatic first down.
Now, on replay here at Pro Player Stadium, the ball appears to come loose. Dave Wanstead was going crazy. The call on the field was down by contact, but that's all null and void because there was already a penalty before, and it's against the Dolphins. So nothing is working for Miami except it's not raining.
Oh, don't say that. That can happen anytime here. 11:42 to go, third quarter, 7-3, Baltimore.
You need breaks. You need players. You need a system, but you need breaks. So far, the Dolphins have not gotten a single break today.
5-yard ticket on Miami, Bob, and Baltimore gets a first down out of it. Dash and Allen in the eye. Taylor wide right in motion toward the left. Here's Allen straight ahead. First down from the 30. Takes it close to the 34-yard line before Bowen stops him.
And Mark, Baltimore's offensive line is blowing up the Miami defensive line. I mean, that's a 4-yard gain, and there is a big bow in the Miami defense, and a great job done by Mike Flynn, the center of Baltimore. He is getting on Zach Thomas. Zach Thomas led the Dolphins with tackles in the first half, but still, they're moving him out of the way.
High formation, second down and 6, Ravens from their 34. Toss sweep, Allen left side, takes it across the 35 and close to the 36. Moreland Greenwood, the rookie from Syracuse, with the tackle.
This is a part of Baltimore Ravens football that I'm unfamiliar with. Just driving the ball, trying to control the line of scrimmage, and it's really put a hurting on Miami.
Third down and 4. The crowd comes alive at Pro Player Stadium. 7-3. Baltimore leading Miami. 10.5 to go in the third. Here's Gerback under center. Williams the lone back. Gerback back to pass. Has time. Throws. It's incomplete. Through the hands of Sharp, who says he was held. Arturo Freeman with the coverage.
It looked like Sharp and Arturo Freeman were just dancing there for a moment. Actually, Sharp was not trying to get away from it. And then when he did, there's no question that Freeman was holding him. But I'm also positive that Shannon Sharp was holding Freeman, too.
And that pass really uncatchable for Sharp. Ogden back at the Dolphins 16. Here's Richardson ready to punt. Fourth punt of the game. Averaging 48 yards so far. Here's a spinner. Ogden moving to his right. Lets it bounce at the 28-yard line, and it heads for the sideline. The Dolphins will have it at their 27-yard line. 10-10 to go in the third quarter. 7-3. Baltimore leads Miami in South Florida. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Attention, all baseball and softball players. The event of the year is coming Sunday, January 20th at Let's Play Ball Indoor Training Facility in West Carrollton. It's the Meeks Athletic Supplies annual baseball and softball show. All the top equipment and apparel manufacturers will be at Let's Play Ball in West Carrollton displaying their 2002 merchandise. Baseball and softball bats by Worth, DeMarini, Louisville Slugger, and Easton. Gloves from Wilson, Rawlings, Louisville Slugger, and Nakona. Uniforms by Russell, Sports Bell, Rawlings, and Rip-On. And hats from New Era, Richardson, and Pacific Headwear. No matter what level player you are, traveling, high school, or college, girls and boys, the Meeks Athletic Supplies annual baseball and softball show has something for you. Meeks is also offering special pricing and discounts on bats, gloves, and apparel. So don't miss it. The event runs from 1 to 6 p.m. on Sunday, January 20th at Let's Play Ball Indoor Training Facility, conveniently located on Alex Road in West Carrollton next to the railroad tracks. For more information, call Let's Play Ball at 384-PLAY.
Frank and I get so much out of volunteering.
Lately, it was taking too much out of me. I wondered if my multivitamin just wasn't enough.
So I suggested he take Ginsana Gold Blend. It really works for me.
Well, since I've been taking Ginsana Gold Blend, I feel like I could volunteer for anything.
How about cleaning out the garage?
Oh, don't push it.
Try Ginsana Gold Blend, the remarkably special blend that nourishes, fortifies, and revitalizes. And it's the only health supplement clinically proven to reduce fatigue and increase vitality. From Pharmaton, over 40 years of dedication to your wellness.
1410 ESPN.
Log on to SuperBowl.com, presented by Miller Lite. 7-3, Baltimore in front of Miami. 10-10 to go, third quarter here at Pro Player Stadium. The Dolphins have the football back.
Mark, I saw Don Shula before the game, Bob Greasy before the game. I wonder what they do in this situation. They have two pretty good offensive minds, but against this defense, how do you get by these guys?
First down, Dolphins at their 27-yard line. I formation. Weaver, the tight end, lined up left in motion to the right, back to the left. Here's Fiedler, quick drop, throws short left. Caught. McKnight takes it across the 30 to the 32-yard line. And he stopped there by Ray Lewis. 4-yard pickup. Short pass play for the Finns.
And isn't that something? That's just a hitch. Ray Lewis from his middle linebacker spot is out there to assist on the tackle. That's all the way outside the numbers. You run out of things to say about Ray Lewis.
Last year's Super Bowl MVP. Second down and 6 Miami from the Dolphins' 31-yard line. The lone back is Lamar Smith. Here's McKnight, slot left in motion toward the right. Fiedler fakes the toss, rolls right, hits Weaver short, takes it across the 35-40, still going 45 and across midfield into Baltimore territory. Stopped at the 48-yard line. Dwayne Starks finally brought him down. It's a 20-yard gain.
Good choice by Chan Gailey. Fake the sweep near side. Fiedler keeps the ball. The tight end falls down on the ground, gets up. There's nobody out there in coverage. Nice pickup for the Miami Dolphins. And look, maybe they've made the choice to just go around this defense with little trick plays like that.
Dolphins trying to get the offense cranked up in Baltimore territory. Fiedler, 8 of 13, 72 yards. First down, Dolphins at the 49 of the Ravens. Smith alone back. Toss sweep, left side. Smith trying to find some room and cut it back. Fights his way across the 50 as he's fighting his way out of the backfield, close to the 48. Might have gotten one on the play. Larry Webster finally brought him down, got plenty of help from his friends. Once again, let's go downstairs to the sideline and Rick Walker.
Mark and Trump, I mean, both you guys understand it. The coaches can only do so much. You need guys on the field, in the game, to take control. Well, Lamar Smith on the last possession came over and tore up the Gatorade side. I mean, he was irate on the phone. Tony Wise, the offensive line coach, came over, people trying to console him. That's what I want to see, a guy with a fire in his belly. Now we'll see if that translates.
Well, Rick, on the last play, he broke 3 tackles to gain 6 inches.
Second down and 9, Dolphins at the Ravens 48. Fiedler back to pass. Throws left side, tipped and incomplete. It was tipped at the line of scrimmage and intended for Oronde Gadsden about 10 yards downfield. McAllister with the coverage for the Ravens.
And, Mark, here's the problem. As Rick Walker is talking about, you need somebody out there who will take the bit in his mouth and go after it. But Baltimore has eliminated, let's see, it's a good job by Sharper, the outside linebacker who tips the ball. But Baltimore has eliminated so much of what Miami wants to do offensively. They're down to game plan C here, trying to function offensively against this Ravens defense.
Gadsden, the lone wideout wide left, 3 wideouts to the right side on 3rd down and 9 from the Ravens 48. Now they go split backs. Fiedler in the shotgun, takes the snap on 3rd and long. Scrambles toward the left, wants to take it himself, cutting back toward the right. Waits for blockers across the 45, dives over the 40, close to the 39-yard line. He's near a first down. Jay Fiedler with the improv run, an 8-yard gain. He does not appear to have it up for the first down.
But what an inspirational run. That was a screen that was beautifully defensed by Baltimore. Jay Fiedler did not give up on the play. The decision has to be made on the sideline as to whether to punt the ball or go for it. Fiedler cuts back, gets a little blocking help, sticks his head down there, plays like a running back and not a quarterback. And now with the clock ticking down, the Dolphins have to take a timeout to come up with the right decision here.
7:16 to play in the 3rd quarter. Baltimore leading Miami 7-3. The Dolphins burn a timeout. You're listening to exclusive coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
The all-new Jeep Liberty comes with an available flipper glass release button on its key fob. It's not just a cool convenience, it's also an innovative safety feature. You're in the Okavango Delta when suddenly you spot a lovesick hippo heading your way. Instead of taking the time to manually open your side door, you hit your key fob and dive in the back of your Liberty. The extremely capable Jeep Liberty. Jeep is a registered trademark of Daimler Chrysler. Jeep, there's only one.
Welcome back. My guest today is St. Louis Rams quarterback Kurt Warner. Hello, you're on Football Talk.
Hello, my little dumpling.
Hi, Mom.
Kurt, you gotta try this new chunky chicken and dumpling soup with big chunks of chicken, veggies, and hearty home-style dumplings to fill you up right. Hello, my little dumpling.
Hi again, Mom.
Oh, I'm talking to the soup now. Hello, you big chunk of chicken.
New Campbell's Chunky Homestyle Classics, like Mom used to make.
We finally own our own place. It's kind of small, so we're adding some shelves and bins.
Following the Dolphins timeout, they'll go for it. 4th and 1 at the Ravens 40. Down 7-3, 7:16 to play, 3rd quarter. I formation. Lamar Smith and Deion Dyer. Wideouts each way. Fiedler gets the snap, flags down. And the Ravens say it's against the Dolphins.
Yeah, the wide receiver came out of his stance.
False start. Offense number 86. 5 yards remaining, 4th down.
Oronde Gadsden. He was standing there just looking at the ball and moved prematurely. Easy call. I mean, Mark, understand, last week, the Miami Dolphins had Lamar Smith 30 carries, 158 yards. They faced a 4th and less than a yard on the plus 40 against the Ravens. They have to burn a timeout to decide what to do, end up with a penalty. Dave Wanstad understands just how much this Ravens defense is at this point dominating this football game.
Turk gets the snap, boots it high. Lewis awaits at the 10. He's going to let it go. It takes a bounce toward the goal line, and the Dolphins saved it from going into the end zone. It's down at the 2-yard line. Cousin back there. Scott McGarrahan also back there for Miami.
Oh, his foot was in the end zone. Cousins' foot was in the end zone. It's going to come out to the 20. It was almost a great play.
Now the officials are downing the ball inside the 1.
But on replay, his foot is clearly on the line.
It's 7-3, Baltimore leading Miami. We have a timeout on the field. 7:02 to go, 3rd quarter. You're listening to exclusive coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
The news is in. Rolaids announces unbeatable taste. New consumer tests show even Tums can't beat Rolaids for taste. Rolaids in 5 great-tasting fruit and fresh minty flavors. Rolaids, tasty, not chalky. Smooth, not gritty. Rolaids, what a great-tasting way to spell relief. Use as directed. Claims based on taste tests that compared Rolaids to Tums and Tums EX.
Bill is about to put a new belt on his 98 Regal, and we at Napa Auto Parts are impressed. We're impressed with his grit and determination, and with his can-do attitude. Because if he had come to us, we'd have told him, Bill, you can't put a belt for a 94 Omni on a 98 Regal. Guess we were right. Come to Napa, where we not only carry the right part, we have the know-how to make sure that's what you leave the store with. Napa, we keep America running.
Drivers face many distractions in the car. Don't let your wireless phone be one of them. Before using your wireless phone while driving, ask yourself, will this call distract me from my first responsibility to drive safely? Also, use your phone's hands-free option. Remember, state laws prohibit distracted driving. The wireless phone industry reminds you to drive safely. Safety, your most important call. Visit www.driveresponsibly.org.
The Dolphin fans making a lot of noise at Pro Player Stadium. They have the Ravens pinned back to their 1. 7:02 to go in the third. Baltimore 7, Miami 3.
And Mark, we saw a replay where it looked like Cousin was in the end zone, but there's been no replay shown for the coaches from Baltimore who even think about a review, so they're going to be stuck at their own 1.
One back, it's Allen. First down for Baltimore from its 1. Allen straight ahead, takes it close to the 4-yard line, and Zach Thomas and Moreland Greenwood wrap him up. They get a little breathing room here. 13th tackle of the game for Zach Thomas, who leads the team far and away in stops.
Game may hinge right here on this drive. Baltimore is able to get out from underneath their own goalpost. It'll take a lot of steam out of the Miami Dolphins defense.
Second down and 6 for the Ravens from their 5-yard line. I formation. Taylor in motion toward the right. Allen running over left guard, and he backpedals his way close to the 10-yard line. He's a yard short of a first down as Moreland Greenwood stops him.
Again, a very, very nice cutback by Terry Allen. Following the center, Mike Flynn, Zach Thomas is the guy who's supposed to make these tackles. He's made a lot, but in key situations, Baltimore has been able to handle Zach Thomas and pick up the needed rushing yards.
Third down and 1, Ravens from their 10-yard line. Gash the fullback, Allen the tailback in the eye. Wideouts each way. Gerback gets the snap. He's going to throw. He unloads. Right sideline, long. Watch Taylor. Has Taylor across the 50-yard line, and he's out of bounds in Dolphins territory.
Oh, man, that's a kick in the stomach right there.
Patrick Surtain with the coverage for Miami. A 44-yard gain and a huge play for the Ravens.
That was a beautiful throw by Elvis Gerbach. Excellent play-action fake. Kept the linebackers up, man-to-man coverage on the outside. Taylor, a much bigger receiver. Gerbach puts it perfectly in stride, catches it, and I'm telling you that silenced the crowd here in the stadium, and it just takes all the energy out of this Miami defense.
First down Ravens from the Miami 45-yard line. I formation. Allen gets the call, starting left, cutting back to the right, and he happily gets about 3 or 4 yards on the carry down to the 41-yard line. Actually, give him about 5 as Thomas finally brought him down. Allen able to squeak through for a couple of extra.
I just noticed Shannon Sharp on the bench for the Baltimore Ravens being attended to by trainers. Now, Mark, the Ravens last year learned how to win. And this is a defending Super Bowl champion team on the road, understanding where the big downs are and converting them.
Second down and a long 4 from the Dolphins 40 for Baltimore. On a reverse, here's Taylor around the left side, 40, 35, 30. Still going on the sideline, out of bounds near the 25-yard line. Zach Thomas with the force. But again, Taylor with another big play on this drive as the Ravens pick up 15.
All set up by the ability of the Ravens to run the ball effectively. Cousins, the ball was faked to on the dive. Taylor comes around. Decent block by Kadre Ismail outside, but on a drive that starts at their own, 2-foot line, they're now at the Dolphins' 26.
Brookins in the game at tailback in the eye. First down, Ravens at the Dolphins' 26. Here's Brookins. Heavy hitter takes it left side across the 25 and 20. He's inside the 20-yard line. And bringing him down, Brian Walker, the strong safety for Miami, as the Ravens keep it going on the ground, Bob. And that ground game is what made those, well, that pass play, the long one to Taylor, so effective, and the reverse to Taylor so effective.
And that time, Jim Bates, the defensive coordinator of the Dolphins, came with a run blitz. They send Zach Thomas to the wrong side. And again, an excellent job by this offensive line of the Baltimore Ravens.
2nd down and 2, Ravens at the Dolphins' 18-yard line. Allen, the lone back, takes it straight ahead. And he's brought down after maybe a yard or so. Jermaine Haley reading that one up the middle. 3:50 to play, third quarter, 7-3. Baltimore leading Miami and looking for more here. Third down situation.
Shannon Sharp back in the ball game. I'm not sure what was wrong with him on the sideline, but it doesn't appear to be too serious. He is back in there.
They spot the ball at the 17-yard line of Miami. 3rd down and 1. Another big play coming up here. Brookins and Gash in the eye. Brookins straight ahead across the 15 and down to the 10-yard line. Brock Marion helping bring him down along with Patrick Surtain.
That's 155 yards rushing for the Baltimore Ravens in 3 quarters. That is unbelievable. I did not think that the Ravens could handle the defensive front 7 of Miami. They've made Zach Thomas a tackler from the side, not head on. This has been masterful control of the offensive line of scrimmage by the Ravens offensive line. Beautifully done.
1st and goal, Ravens at the 10. Mo Williams, the lone back. Gerback under center. Gives it to Williams. Try to take it straight ahead, but the Dolphins were ready this time, and they force a loss on the play as Lorenzo Bromell gets in there for the tackle.
Now the Ravens have already had a 17-play drive for a score. And right now they're chucking it again. I mean, the Ravens defense, their best attribute, resting on the sideline. Their offense in complete control. This is the 9th play of this drive. They've already consumed close to 5 minutes on this drive.
Taylor, wing right in motion to the left. 2nd and goal from the 11. Gerback back to pass, throws over the middle. Abadejo with the catch, and he takes it to the 5-yard line. Corralled there by 3 Miami Dolphins, including Zach Thomas.
Ryan Badejo, an excellent receiver out of the backfield. They've done that all season long. Had 24 catches in the regular season. And to this point, Baltimore has run 50 plays, Miami 30. This is owning somebody else's turf.
They are churning the clock. 1:39 to play, third quarter, leading 7-3. Point blank range here. 3rd down and goal. Ball just inside the 5-yard line.
Zach Thomas off on the sideline. Something wrong with Zach. Not in there.
Gerback calls timeout.
There must be something seriously wrong with Zach Thomas. You almost have to drag him up there. As a matter of fact, Baltimore takes the timeout. Zach Thomas goes back on the field.
1:25 to go, 3rd frame, 7-3. Baltimore leading Miami. You're listening to exclusive coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
The airlines like to have sales. Summer getaway sales, holiday sales, winter sales. Truth is, at any moment, some airline somewhere is on sale with low fares to great destinations. Travelocity knows exactly what's going on, who's on sale, to where, and when, at over 700 airlines worldwide. We even have this nifty feature that lets you look at a calendar so that you can see exactly the days the great fares are available. Travelocity.com. Go virtually anywhere. AOL keyword, travel.
We got something new. This is BB King for Burger King.
The new Egg-Wich Muffin Sandwich. Egg, Canadian-style bacon and cheese for a limited time, 99 cents at a participating Burger King. And PM, the new King Supreme. More beef than a Big Mac. Always flame broiled, never fried.
BB and BK, let you have it your way.
The new Egg-Wich, just 99 cents.
Whirlpool Corporation is taking this opportunity to alert you to an important product recall. If you own a microwave hood combination from one of the following brands, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, or Sears Kenmore, with serial numbers beginning with XC, your appliance is in need of a safety repair to avoid a possible fire. If you own a Whirlpool, KitchenAid, or Sears Kenmore brand microwave hood combination, please stop using it and visit repair.whirlpool.com. That's repair.whirlpool.com. Or call 800-785-8897. Thank you.
To see who the experts like this week, click on Expert Picks at cbs.sportsline.com today, the home of NFL.com. Now back to Westwood One's exclusive coverage of the NFL playoffs.
Baltimore trying to go up 2 scores. 3rd and goal. Ball just inside the 5. Gerback under center. Williams alone back. Gerback throws right side of the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Taylor with the reception as Baltimore strikes again. A 4-yard touchdown pass from Gerback to Taylor.
Like a jump ball. 3-step drop by Gerback. He just puts enough air underneath it that Taylor, over Surtain, can make the catch. How about that drive? How about that drive?
The running game working wonders, and Taylor with 3 big plays on the drive, including the touchdown reception.
And the Ravens offense have had 2 90-plus yard drives tonight. I didn't think they could do that.
Stover is ready for the extra point, but the officials are not. Baltimore going up 2 scores on the Miami Dolphins. 11 plays, 99 yards. They had it at their 1, and the Dolphins thought they had a good situation brewing defensively. Not the case. Richardson with the hold for the extra point. Snap down, kick is up, and it's good. So Baltimore goes ahead of the Miami Dolphins 14-3 at Pro Player with 1:20 to go in the 3rd quarter. That's a Dodge Red Zone touchdown. A reminder that for every touchdown scored inside the Red Zone this afternoon, Dodge will donate $500 to the March of Dimes Foundation. Grab life by the horns. Dodge. Let's go downstairs quickly to Rick Walker on the sideline.
Well, Mark and Trump, that drive in particular should send chills throughout the rest of the clubs in the American Football Conference, because the one question mark about this team was Gerback at quarterback, and could they air the ball out? Well, in that drive with Taylor, they showed grit. If you're over here like I am on the sidelines, I watched kids come up and give him hugs. Randall Cunningham was the first guy to greet him. This team now is starting to believe in Elvis Gerback, and that might be a lethal combination for the Ravens.
Doc, your point is very well taken. And throughout the season, very few dividends. Gerback for this football team, he had 15 touchdowns, and unfortunately had 18 interceptions, but throughout his career, he's not been a quarterback who has thrown a lot of interceptions. And Brian Billick has said, look, he can still make all the big plays. Tonight, he's made the necessary plays and maybe paid the first part of the dividend of that $25 million contract.
Kite has the ball teed at the 30-yard line. That was our Hershey's drive of the game, brought to you by Hershey's. 25 SUVs in 25 days giveaway. For more information, log on to Hershey's.com. Here's the kickoff, and Marion makes the catch at the 15, starts right over the 20, the 25, 30, going right sideline, 35, and he's out of bounds near the 37-yard line. Ian Badejo forces him out of bounds. A 22-yard return as the Dolphins get decent field position. We should point out that the game is not over. 1:09 to go in the 3rd quarter. 14-3, Baltimore leading Miami. But do the Dolphins have the wherewithal to make a comeback?
Mark, we're going to hang around to the end of this. But at this point in the ballgame, just exactly, where do you go if you're Chan Gailey? The Dolphins have 42 yards rushing on the night. So the Baltimore Ravens have again made another opponent one-dimensional.
Travis Minor in the game. First down Dolphins at their 37-yard line. Slot left in motion to the right. It's McKnight. Fiedler fakes the give. Plants in the pocket. Sets up. Nowhere to go. Now he's scrambling to the left. Flips the ball to McKnight, who takes it close to the 39-yard line.
Man, there is just nothing open downfield. I mean, zero. Jay Fiedler had plenty of time to throw there. He went to 3 different receivers, and then you get those happy feet in the pocket. You're looking around for some help from somebody. He just shovels it forward to McKnight. They pick up 1.5 yards. Nothing is working offensively for the Dolphins. Nothing.
Dolphins have it at their 39, 2nd down and 9. One back. It's Travis Minor. Fiedler under center. Takes the handoff. Again, sets up in the pocket. Now he delivers. And this is caught at the 49-yard line of Baltimore. A great reception for Dedrick Ward as the Dolphins have a first down in Ravens territory. They pick up 13 yards on the play with time running out in the 3rd quarter. They won't get another playoff before the frame ends. That is the end of the third quarter with the score Baltimore 14, Miami 3. You're listening to exclusive coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood 1.
Here's a true story about how joint-ritis arthritis pain relief ointment eased the pain of Richard Hack of North Lake, Illinois.
I had arthritis for years, in my knees and my ankles. Of course, climbing upstairs, that's when you got pain. You're lifting your weight onto that pain. My wife brought joint-ritis home, so I started using it on my knees. You just roll it on, rub it around, and then you just let it sit. It just relieves that arthritis pain. Once I use this joint-ritis, I can almost run up the stairs. It's like an answer to a prayer. It's just a great thing. I'm real happy with it. Well, you'll never know what relief you can get unless you try it. Joint-ritis. I consider it a blessing that it was invented by somebody. When you find something good, you want to share the goodness.
Joint-ritis all-natural pain relief ointment with maximum strength menthol for pain relief and triple skin conditioners lanolin, glucosamine, and chondroitin. Use as directed when your minor arthritis pain flares up. Your results may vary. Available at Walgreens, Rite Aid, and Meijer.
Honey!
Yeah?
Will you take a look at this wall socket? There's something wrong with it.
What do you mean? There's no plug in it or anything?
Exactly. Without a plug, it's too stark. It's too naked. It's kind of creeping me out.
Sounds like you better go to Circuit City and buy a new widescreen TV, huh?
That could work.
I thought so.
We know how you feel about electronics, and that's why we're here. Circuit City. We're with you.
Honey, there's another one.
Don't worry, we'll get a DVD player too.
Okay.
The all-new Jeep Liberty has been engineered to pull up to 5,000 pounds. Why would you need to pull 5,000 pounds across some remote wilderness? Because when your best buddy tries to follow you off-road in his SUV, he'll owe you a pretty big favor for towing him back to civilization.
Honey, Pete's building us a deck.
Oh, wonderful.
The extremely capable Jeep Liberty. Jeep is a registered trademark of Daimler Chrysler. Jeep, there's only one.
Fourth quarter getting started at Pro Player Stadium. Dolphins down 14-3 to Baltimore. Miami with the football in Ravens territory. First down at the 48. Fiedler back to pass quickly. Zips it out left side and long. Incomplete. He wanted Ward on an in pattern inside the 30, and it was underthrown a tad. Chris McAllister with the coverage for the Ravens, who have been playing fantastic football today, leading 14-3, Bob.
But that ball should have been completed. Fiedler set up perfectly through it, but the ball just went right down to the breadbasket of Dedrick Ward. Again, he's replacing Chambers. Chambers might have been able to make that catch, but that was a very catchable pass. Should have made the catch.
Chambers out with the ankle injury. Two wide receivers left. Arande Gadsden to the right. Second down and 10. Dolphins at the Ravens 48-yard line. Minor at the lone back. Fiedler fakes the toss. Steps to his right. Has men open. Throws and incomplete. Outstanding coverage for the Ravens as McAllister got a paw on it. It was intended for Ward.
He was running the deep cross. The fake pitch far side. Fiedler keeps the ball, rolls near side, and it's a foot race between Ward and McAllister. McAllister stays right with him. When the ball's thrown, McAllister just tips the ball away. So again now, Dolphins face that third and long situation. And a big part of their problem tonight, Lamar Smith. 6 carries, 6 yards.
That's not going to get it done. Third down and 10, Miami at the Baltimore 48-yard line. Fiedler in the shotgun. 2 wideouts left, 1 to the right. Now Minor goes in motion to the right. Fiedler gets the snap. Heavy pressure. Fumbles the football. It's loose inside the 40, and the Ravens say they have it.
Sam Adams.
The Ravens recover. Peter Boulware forced the fumble, and Baltimore recovers at the 37-yard line of Miami.
Fiedler had no chance to set up whatsoever. Empty backfield. Boulware, 15 sacks on the season. Strips the ball away, and Sam Adams, all 370 pounds, collapses on the ball. Nobody's going to get it from underneath him. You can't find it underneath him.
We'll have to reinflate that thing. Baltimore with a first down at the Dolphins' 37-yard line. Back set up in an eye. It's been working all night for them. On first down, here's Williams. Straight ahead now, angles left to the 30-yard line, inside the 30 before he's corralled. Zach Thomas, the first man there, also helping out for Miami. Ernest Grant, 8-yard pickup. Clock moving, 14:20 to play, fourth quarter. Time running out on the Miami Dolphins and their season. 14-3, Baltimore leading and looking like it's putting things together at the right time of year.
And for Zach Thomas, he missed last week with that torn muscle in his shoulder. He is grimacing a great deal out there. He's still out on the field. He still wants to play every down, but he's not playing at full strength.
2nd down and 2 Ravens at the Miami 29-yard line. Durback under center. Taylor and Ismail out to the right side. And here's the give. Straight ahead. It's Allen across the 25 inside the 20-yard line. Brian Walker with the stop.
Again, the influence of the play is a straight-ahead isolation play. The fullback goes to the right side of the center. That influences Zach Thomas to go to the far side. Terry Allen is cut back behind the center, and it's set up a perfect block for Mike Flynn, the center on Zach Thomas, and they've done a great job of keeping Zach Thomas on the sideline when it comes to tackling. He's not really hitting these guys head on. They have owned this line of scrimmage since early in the game.
After picking up another 1st down, the Ravens have it at the Dolphins 20. 1st and 10. Here's Allen getting the call right side, and he slips down behind the line of scrimmage. And I say slip because he was helped by a few Dolphins.
Mark, this is now the last chapter of that book, What's the Use, for the Miami Dolphins. Unless the Baltimore Ravens suddenly turn generous here. The ball just starts popping out all over the place. I don't think the Miami Dolphins are feeling like they have any chance to get back in this football game.
Well, they have 5 fourth-quarter comebacks this season, and they lead the league in point differential in the 4th quarter. But here they are faced with Baltimore, getting ready for a 2nd and 10 at the Miami 20. And here's the give for the big fullback. Ian Badejo takes it down to the 17-yard line left side before he's piled on. Brock Marion with the stop for Miami. 12:15 to play 4th quarter, 14-3. Baltimore leading Miami. I'm Mark Vandermeer sitting in for Howard David. Bob Trumpy with us, of course. And down on the sideline, it's Rick Doc Walker. 3rd down here for the Ravens.
They're playing for a field goal. I mean, any kind of points here. Done. Finished.
3rd down and 7. Baltimore from the Miami 17-yard line. Williams, the lone back. 2 wideouts left, 1 to the right side. It's Ismail. Here's Williams getting the carry. And he's met at the line of scrimmage. Jason Taylor in there for the stop. So it's 4th down, and here comes Stover in the field goal unit.
Tried to spread the defense with 3 wide receivers. Straight dive play up the middle. Look, play the percentages. The Ravens have turned the ball over once. The Dolphins have come up with 3 points. That's it. That's the only opportunity Miami has had all night long.
Stover's 0 for 1. Hit the upright in the first half. 35-yard attempt. Straight up. Snap down. Kick is up. Has the distance. And it's good. So Baltimore increases its lead over Miami. 17-3 with 11:05 to go in the 4th quarter. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
A strike! Yes! Hey, the Ovaltine man! Yeah!
No kid can resist the taste of rich chocolate Ovaltine.
This is so good and chocolatey. This is great chocolate milk. Isn't Nesquik? Get real. It's rich chocolate Ovaltine.
Kids love Ovaltine's rich chocolate taste. And Ovaltine adds vitamins and minerals that Nesquik powder doesn't. So why give them Nesquik when you can give them more? And there are more vitamins and minerals in Ovaltine.
Ovaltine rocks! More Ovaltine, please!
Remember those math questions from 3rd grade? Here's one. If Farmer Brown wrecks his pickup truck, how long will Geico guarantee the claim repair? A, 1 year, B, 3 years, or C, till the cows come home? The answer is C, because Geico can guarantee your claim repair for as long as you own your car. Hey, underneath that baseball cap, Farmer Brown is pretty sharp. Geico, 1-800-947-AUTO. That's 1-800-947-AUTO. Our customers like the way we handle claims almost as much as they like saving money.
1410 ESPN.
A reminder that for each game this postseason, Southwest Airlines will have a high-flying hero given to the player on the home team who exemplifies heroics off the field and in the community. Today's high-flying hero is Dolphins defensive back Sam Madison for his good work with the Madison Avenue for Kids program, which takes local underprivileged children on holiday shopping sprees. As a tribute to Sam, Southwest will donate airline tickets to any destination it serves to the United Network of Organ Sharing on his behalf, so that organ recipients may be united with donor families across the country. Southwest Airlines, known as the Love Airline because of its big heart and warm employees, is a proud sponsor of the NFL and the official airline of the Super Bowl. 17-3 our score at Pro Player Stadium in Miami. It's the Dolphins trailing big after Baltimore added to the lead. Stover with a 35-yard field goal. We have 11:05 to play in the fourth quarter, so there's still time, but Baltimore certainly exerting itself here, flexing its muscles as the Ravens try to repeat as Super Bowl champions. Earlier today, as you heard on Westwood One, the Green Bay Packers down San Francisco 25-15 at Lambeau Field. Baltimore getting ready to kick off. J.J. Johnson and Brock Marion back deep for Miami. Here's the kickoff, end over end. Marion makes the catch at the 1, straight ahead, 5, 10, 15, angles right, 20, 25, 30, and he's spun down near the 33-yard line. Alvin Porter with the stop for the Ravens, and here come the Dolphins once again.
Mark, time of possession to this point in the game, 30 for Baltimore, 19 for Miami. They've just eliminated this offense.
Well, it's been rough going for Miami, unable to get it done on the ground or through the air, especially with Chris Chambers out with that ankle injury and Oronde Gadsden playing with a bad hamstring. He missed last week's victory over Buffalo.
But Miami's inability to run the ball has been the biggest factor for their offense.
First down, Dolphins from their 33. Minor gets the carry, straight ahead, backpedaling across the 35-yard line to the 37. As the fans boo here at pro player. Ray Lewis with the stop for the Ravens.
But the fans don't understand. You have to keep trying to run the ball against the Baltimore Ravens. You cannot give up on the run until there is no time left on the clock. If you do, they're going to pressure the quarterback, they're going to take away your receivers, and it's going to get worse.
Minor got 4. It's 2nd and 6. Dolphins from their 37-yard line. 2 wideouts right, 1 to the left. McKnight slot right in motion to the left. Fiedler under center, back to pass. Throws short left, they set up a little screen. Minor takes it across the 40-yard line to the 41. A couple of yards short of a first down. Carnell Lake with the stop.
Good call, excellent call. That's one way you beat this defense, is a very hyper-pursuing defense. Get him running all over the field and run the screen behind it. It won't work every single play, but it's an option.
Well, the Dolphins are down 2 scores. Clock moving, 9:45 to play in the contest, and here's a 3rd down and 2 for Miami from its 41-yard line. Dedrick Ward, short side left. 2 wide receivers to the right. Minor the lone back on 3rd down and 2 for Miami from its 41-yard line. Fiedler under center. He drops back. He throws, right sideline incomplete, and a flag goes down. Pass interference on Baltimore.
Now there's a flag and a shoe. The shoe means nothing. The flag will be holding against Baltimore.
Carnell Lake's going to pick it up. It was McKnight, the intended receiver.
They tried to run the hitch and go, and Carnell Lake bit on the hitch. And then when the receiver, McKnight, turns upfield, Carnell Lake does the smart thing. He just grabs a hold of him. You're only going to give him 5 yards. It's a first down, but if he hadn't held him up, it would have been a first down. It would have been a touchdown.
So a smart play by the veteran Lake. First down, Dolphins at their 46-yard line. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right side. That's Gadsden. Minor, the lone back. 1st and 10 Miami from its 46, and Fiedler leads without the football. Flags down. Dolphins will get ticketed 5 yards here.
Yeah, he's the only one that left.
Yeah, he just jumped up.
Is it safe to say that Baltimore maybe has kind of shattered the focus of one Jay Fiedler when the center backs out, nobody else moves? You know you got some problems on your offense.
Miscommunication, to say the least. 9:26 to play, fourth quarter, 17-3. Baltimore leading Miami. 1 back, it's Minor. 2 wideouts left, 1 to the right. First down and 15, Miami from its 41-yard line. Fiedler under center, drops back in the pocket. Sets up, has time, nobody open, dumps it out left side, incomplete. He wanted Jed Weaver, and we've got a hold in the defensive backfield. And I don't think it was the man watching Jed Weaver. It was farther downfield.
Mike Carey did, he initially signaled it was a holding on the offense, and then he changed it to the defense. I think I'm going to get Chris McAllister on the hold here.
Well, this is one way to get a drive going.
There are 2 holding fouls, both on the defense. Number 21 and 55. Previous spot foul, 5 yards, automatic. First down.
Pretty good penalties to take, wouldn't you say?
Not bad. Stop the clock. Get a first down, but they're not making much forward progress here. They have it back at the 46-yard line, still not into Baltimore territory. Log on to SuperBowl.com for complete Super Bowl coverage. Everything you want to know about the players, the teams, and Super Bowl weekend are on SuperBowl.com, the place for NFL fans online.
Dolphins tonight have 2 rushing first downs, 3 passing first downs, and 2 penalty first downs.
First down, Finns from their 46. Fiedler back to pass, throws right side short, too high for Dedrick Ward. Starks with the coverage. About a 5-yard pattern to the wide side of the field right. They misfired, and it's 2nd and 10.
Now it looks like the Miami Dolphins are trying to get defensive holding on every play. You know, lobby for it. Let's keep going down the field somehow. If you get that, they have a grand total of 7 first downs. 2 rushing, 3 passing, and 2 by penalty. And there's 9:13 to go in this football game.
Baltimore leads at 17-3. 2nd and 10 Dolphins from their 46-yard line. Minor the lone back. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Fiedler, quick drop, throws a quick pass. McKnight breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage, gets over the 50, 45 left sideline, and he's out of bounds near the 43. He has a first down, gain of 12. Ray Lewis forced him out.
The Dolphins run that little shadow screen where the slot receiver takes a couple of strides outside before he goes downfield. A nice block outside by Aronde Gadsden frees him from the corner, and then he breaks the tackle and does get to the first down marker. It's an odd way to get a first down, and the Dolphins pretty much given up on the run and go almost exclusively with the pass. We had something from Mike Carey, but his mic wasn't on. I didn't hear what it was.
Well, they'll spot the ball at the 42-yard line, which is pretty much where he ended up on the sideline. First down, Dolphins at the Baltimore 42-yard line. Dolphins trailing 17-3, under 9 minutes to play. I formation, Lamar Smith back in the game. Here's Fiedler, faking the handoff, sets up in the pocket, pumps, now throws, end zone, and it's incomplete. No, tipped and intercepted. Starks has it at the 5, brings it to his right over the 10, 15, still going, 20, 25, and he's tackled near the 28-yard line. It was intended for McKnight, and he could not bring it in.
I don't know why. He ran the deep post on the backside. The ball hits him right in the hands. He's at the 2 or 3 yard line to make the catch. The ball bounces up. 26-yard return. That's the 3rd turnover of the night for the Miami Dolphins.
And that's letting the air right out of the Miami balloon. 8:34 to go, 4th quarter, 17-3, Baltimore leading. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
CBS Sunday. The nation's top TV, movie, and music stars unite for one thrilling event, the People's Choice Awards. And they all want one thing, your vote. Feel the power. Vote for your favorites at CBS.com. Then join Carol Burnett, Reba McEntire, and host Kevin James.
America, it's your choice. You pick the winner.
Will Julia Roberts, Ray Romano, Britney Spears, or NSYNC go home a winner? Watch the 28th Annual People's Choice Awards, live CBS Sunday.
Everyone. Time now for our Rolaids moment. No question about it. The interception by Starks. Jay Fiedler, don't blame him. He found McKnight close to the goal line, but McKnight unable to make the catch. It caromed off him. Starks made the pick. He had 4 interceptions on the year, the leading pickoff man for the Ravens. A 26-yard return as Baltimore has the ball back, Bob.
And, Mark, you don't get many chances. When you do, you have to take advantage of them.
That's today's Rolaids moment, brought to you by Extra Strength Rolaids Antacids. R-O-L-A-I-D-S spells relief. Use as directed. Ravens on first down. Give it to the tailback, Allen. Brings it across the 30, 35, and he's brought down near the 36-yard line by Brian Walker as he picks up about 8 yards.
So the Ravens now have 187 yards rushing, 41 carries. That's 4.5 yards a rush. And back to the missed reception, you don't get many opportunities, especially against the defending world champions. When you get it, you need to make good on it. And McKnight didn't. Terry Allen, 23 carries, 104 yards with 7:57 to go in the 4th.
2nd down and 2 for the Ravens. And here's the give. Brookins takes it ahead across the 40-yard line. And he's tackled near the 42. Zach Thomas with his 18th stop of the game as Brookins picks up a first down for the Ravens. They have it at their 42, 7.5 to play in the game, 17-3, Baltimore.
Mark, the Ravens have won 16 straight football games when they have a 100-yard rusher. Terry Allen, 23 carries, 104 yards.
Well, if the Dolphins had scored there, it's a one-score game. Instead, here's Baltimore with the lead and the ball. First down at their 42-yard line. I formation. Brookins again, powering it straight ahead across the 45-yard line near the 46. Gains about 4 yards on the play.
Ravens as a team now approaching 200 yards rushing. The leading rusher for the Miami Dolphins, their quarterback. 3 carries, 15 yards. So the line of scrimmage has been owned by the Baltimore Ravens. And I think Doc Walker is right. With the defense that the Ravens have and the ability to run the ball the way they've shown tonight, there might be a little fear in some of these AFC opponents that they face on down through the playoffs.
Second down and 6 for the Ravens from their 46-yard line. Here's the give. Brookins again, right side, through a hole, 50, 45 of Miami, and the 40 of the Dolphins before he's wrestled down near the 36-yard line. Brock Marion helping with the stop for Miami. 18 yards on the play, another first down into Miami territory. We have 6:15 to play in the fourth quarter, and the Ravens up 17-3. The Dolphins offense unable to get anything significant going today.
And Mark, just remember the way the Ravens won the Super Bowl last year. They beat Denver 21-3. They beat Tennessee 24-10. They beat Oakland 16-3. They beat the Giants in the Super Bowl 34-7. They are playing this year in the playoffs the way they played last year.
Mistake-free football. First down Ravens at the Dolphins 36. Here's Allen running left, twisted down near the 34-yard line, picks up a couple. Thomas with another tackle.
And the Ravens now 218 yards. That's the most yards given up by the Dolphins defense this season. Prior to that, tonight it was the New England Patriots who had, 193?
Third down and 2 for the Ravens at the Miami 10. Allen, the lone back. Gerback fakes the give, pumps, and he's brought down back at the 21-yard line. Dolphins got outstanding penetration. Scott Gallion with the stop of the quarterback, Gerback.
Going to be a rollout. But Gallion did a good job of staying right in his face. The Dolphins are going to stop the clock here at 2:07. Stover is going to come on for a field goal.
And we'll take a timeout with 2:07 to play. Baltimore 17, Miami 3. You're listening to exclusive coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Playoffs, there's no tomorrow. This is where you lay it all on the line.
There is no more next week. You know, you have to do what you have to do right now.
You have to win this game.
If you can win a big game, people start respecting you.
This is what we do. This is what you've been playing 16 games for, is to get to the playoffs. One game, one moment. That's the beauty of the playoffs.
You're going to have to see it and feel it yourself to believe it.
If you lose today, you go home.
The NFL playoffs begin this weekend. Check local listings.
The news is in. Rolaids announces unbeatable taste. New consumer tests show even Tums can't beat Rolaids for taste. Rolaids in 5 great-tasting fruit and fresh minty flavors. Rolaids, tasty, not chalky. Smooth, not gritty. Rolaids, what a great-tasting way to spell relief. Use as directed. Claims based on taste tests that compared Rolaids to Tums and Tums EX.
Jolly Rancher. Reese's. Zucchini.
Get to know your Hershey's candy.
Icebreakers.
Because Hershey is giving away 25 SUVs across the nation. If a Hershey spotter spots you coming out of a store with any Hershey's candy, you could win a Jeep Liberty.
Kit Kat. Canned ham.
Log on to Hershey's.com for official rules of Hershey's 25 SUVs in 25 days giveaway.
No purchase necessary. Promotion ends January 31st, 2002. Void in Puerto Rico and where prohibited. Open to legal U.S. residents 12 years and older. Jeep is a registered trademark of Daimler Chrysler.
For the best NFL coverage and the Internet's fastest play-by-play scoreboard, go to cbs.sportsline.com, the home of NFL.com. 2 minutes, 7 seconds to go at Pro Player Stadium. Baltimore in front of Miami, 17-3. The Ravens doing it on the ground for the most part. Gerback has played flawlessly for the most part. Here's a 40-yard field goal attempt by Stover. With 2:07 to play in the game. Snap is down. Kick is up. Line drive kick by Stover, and it's good. 20-3. Baltimore leading Miami. 2:01 to go in the game.
And I'm sure for Miami it feels like 200-3.
Well, that's what it's like when you play a defense like Baltimore. You fall behind a couple of scores, and you might as well be down 4 scores against some other teams.
And the fact that they can run the ball so well tonight, 48 carries, 228 yards.
We'll take a timeout. 2:01 to go in the game. 20-3. Baltimore leading Miami. You're listening to exclusive coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
What do pro football players say in the huddle? Listen in on quarterback Brian Greasy of the Denver Broncos.
All right, guys. Nice game. Just one more snap, and it's ours.
Man, these thigh pads made me look so fat. Yo, Brian, am I having a bad hair day? Oh, man, I know it.
Shave it off.
Use duct tape.
Color it a sassy shade of red. No, just use Dippy Doo Sport Gel. It'll control that mess you got on your head.
Wow, a great arm and a vast knowledge of hair care products.
Right. Dippity Doo Sport, the first hair gel for active men.
Don't mess with the dew. Look for the cobalt blue bottle.
Right now, Amtrak is offering their buy one, get one free fare. Just buy one full fare ticket for travel from January 9th through February 28th and take a second person with you for free. You and your companion will enjoy a comfortable ride to over 500 cities and towns in the U.S. Satisfaction guaranteed. For reservations, visit Amtrak.com or call your travel agent or 1-800-USA-RAIL. Just mention code H207 to receive this great offer. Advance reservations and purchase required. Fares non-refundable and subject to change. Other restrictions apply.
A reminder to stay tuned for the post-game report with Tommy Tighe. Tommy is going to recap both games of our wild card doubleheader. That's coming up after the game. 2:01 to play, fourth quarter, 20-3. Baltimore leading Miami. That latest drive by the Ravens. 11 plays, 50 yards, 6 minutes, 33 seconds. Stover with a 40-yard field goal. 10 of the 11 plays were running plays. One was a little pass to Sam Gash, who got a first down on it. And the Ravens are very effective today against Miami, looking to move into round 2.
Yeah, they've rushed for 228 yards. They've passed for 133.
It is a model of last year's success when they won the Super Bowl. Here's Kite with the kickoff. Line drive end over end as Marion and J.J. Johnson are back deep. Marion makes the catch at the 5. Left side brings it over the 10, 15, 20. And he's brought down near the 23-yard line. Ian Badejo with the stop. We've reached a 2-minute warning at Pro Player Stadium. 2-minute warning brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Whether you're traveling for business or pleasure, Southwest can get you there with low fares and frequent flights. It's the Ravens 20, Miami 3. You're listening to exclusive coverage of the NFL playoffs on Westwood One.
Introducing Southwest Airlines' new $39 to $99 offer. Now you can go anywhere Southwest flies for just $39 to $99 each way when you purchase 7 days in advance and by January 28th. Seats are limited and travel is for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday only. Call 1-800-I-FLY-SWA or visit southwest.com.
You are now free to move about the country.
Federal tax of $3 per takeoff and landing. Airport taxes of up to $18 and security fee not included. Published scheduled service only. Orange County and Houston Intercontinental excluded. Other restrictions apply.
AM and PM, we got something new. This is BB King for Burger King.
The new Eggwich Muffin Sandwich. Egg, Canadian-style bacon and cheese for a limited time 99 cents at a participating Burger King. And PM, the new King Supreme. More beef than a Big Mac. Always flame broiled, never fried.
BB and BK, let you have it your way.
The new Eggwich, just 99 cents.
See that person behind the Napa Auto Parts counter? If you're thinking of working on your own car, whether you're replacing your brakes or changing your wiper blades, that person is about to become your best friend. Now, they're not going to come over and help you move furniture or anything, but with millions of parts available, they're the one who'll make sure you leave the store with exactly what you need. Because while they may like you, they don't want you to have to come right back. Napa, we keep America running.
Mark Vandermeer sitting in for Howard David with you at Pro Player Stadium with Bob Trumpy and Rick Doc Walker on the sideline. 1:50 to play in the game, 20-3. Baltimore leading Miami. The Dolphins down 3 scores now, and they had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks this season, Bob, but I don't think this is going to be one of them.
No. I think this game was over long ago, and Miami has struggled just to have some opportunities, and the last time they had the ball, McKnight dropped that ball at the goal line, and that really was their last chance.
First down, Dolphins at their 23. Fiedler in the shotgun, back to pass, in trouble, dumps it off last moment to Minor, incomplete. Behind the line of scrimmage, Fiedler did well to get rid of it. The pocket collapsed on him.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't call that in the grasp. Burnett was at his feet. The Miami Dolphins, this is not a chump football team. This is a football team that 11-5. This is their 5th straight trip to the playoffs. They had a formula for winning. It was totally taken away by the Ravens, both offensively and defensively.
Second down and 10 Miami from the Dolphins' 23-yard line. Fiedler in the shotgun, trips right. Minor in the backfield with Jay Fiedler, the second-year starter for Miami. He takes the snap, he throws it left side, and it's caught. Ward at the 30, brings it across the 35, and runs out of bounds near the 38-yard line. He stops the clock with 1:36 to play. 20-3, Baltimore leading the Dolphins.
Yeah, Marvin Lewis, the defensive coordinator of Baltimore, even leading 20-3, 1:36 to go. He comes with a blitz. Dedrick Ward outruns Sharper, the linebacker, to the sideline, makes the catch. And Brian Billick now on the sideline is saying, what am I going to tell this team? I mean, how many game balls do I give out?
After that 15-yard pass play, here are the Dolphins. First down at their 38. 4 wide receivers set up, 2 to each side. Fiedler takes the snap, rolls to the right. And on the sideline, he hits Ward again, this time at the 43-yard line. They pick up about 5. 1:28 to play in the fourth quarter. 20-3, Baltimore leading the Dolphins at Pro Player Stadium, which is emptying out now.
Emptying out now?
Well,
it's close to being emptied out.
I want it to be kind.
Oh, okay. I understand. You do games for the University of Miami, right? The Hurricanes?
Yes, I do.
You're not used to 20-3 games, right?
No.
That's a quarter for you.
20 points in the first quarter, correct. Second down and 6 Dolphins from their 42-yard line. Fiedler in the shotgun. 3 wideouts to the left side. Fiedler gets the snap, unloads, tipped and incomplete. Ball drops dead deep in the secondary. It'll be third down.
All right, so let's deal with the Miami Hurricanes. There's nothing left here. How many do they return? How many starters will they return?
They're going to lose 3 juniors to the NFL draft, but they should be okay. The units that are most depleted are the secondary, because you'll have 4 new starters back there, and the offensive line, which will have 2 or 3 new starters.
But you still have the quarterback.
You have the quarterback, you have the wide receivers. The defensive line could be the best ever, or at least among the best ever. It'll be a great team. Third down and 6 Dolphins from their 42-yard line, down 20-3 with 1:22 to play. Fiedler in the gun, gets the snap, throws right side, incomplete. Threw it behind the intended receiver, James McKnight, the former Cowboy.
So I want to talk more about the Miami Hurricanes. The fact that Steve Superior is leaving college football, and certainly the state of Florida.
It's bad for talk radio.
Yeah, we think. Does that give Miami reason to be even more encouraged about the upcoming football season?
Well, Brock Berlin, the backup quarterback there, is transferring to the University of Miami. I think it'll help recruiting in the short term at the very least for the Hurricanes, but I think they can take care of themselves now. They were the top team in the country, and recruiting South Florida is what really counts, and they should be able to do that no matter what. On fourth down and 6, the Dolphins will go for it from their 42. Fiedler in the shotgun gets the snap, unloads, over the middle, incomplete, over the head of Gadsden. And the Dolphins turn the ball over on downs with 1:12 to go. Baltimore can take a knee, leading 20-3.
And merciful, very nice mercy here on the part of the 2 players on the field. Fiedler, 15-28, 122, 1 interception. But the stat of the day is the Baltimore Ravens had 48 rushes, 228 yards. They had scoring drives of 17 plays for 90 yards, 11 plays, 99 yards, and 11 plays, 50 yards. This is not an offense that, generally speaking, is going to take the ball and jam it down your throat. That's exactly what the Ravens did today.
Chris Redman, backup quarterback, takes a knee for Baltimore here with 1:04 to play as the Ravens snapped it from the Dolphins' 42-yard line. Now the team's exchanging some pleasantries, as they know this one is all sewn up at Pro Player Stadium, as Baltimore will move on to face Pittsburgh next week, and what a battle that will be at Heinz Field. The Ravens have to snap it one more time. Redmond steps up to the 43-yard line of Miami, takes the snap, and hits the knee with 32 seconds to go. They can run out the clock. They don't have to snap it again. The game is over. Baltimore has defeated